listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. Your booty get any bigger, you gon' need.
Hello, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am your one and only host, JYD. With me today is not Mamba or Tony because they're losers. And
I would like to start my gripe now.
you know that nobody's listening. Nobody can hear you. Your mic's
I
right
got my gripe too.
I want to start my gripe now.
So, all right, go ahead. What's yours?
Junkyard.
Because I got something that really grinds my gears.
You can't do grapes yet.
Cue me up, Junkyard.
But you can't do grapes yet.
I mean, he's gonna do it regardless of
I'm
whether
gonna
you
do. I'm gonna
decide or not,
talk.
So you better.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
You know what I like? I like the way you gave in right there. You put up very little resistance, and you just caved in.
Well, that's his mo. But in his mind, he's like, "Ooh, if my
Yeah.
friend was here, he'd stand up for me."
He's like, no gripes right now.
Joke's on you. I have no friends.
All right. My gripe is us here at NKOTP Incorporated. We're all big fans of Game of Thrones, right?
Yes.
Very.
This season 8 just
the
dropped.
biggest of fans.
Season 8 just dropped, the final season. So, and excitement is on an all-time high.
Very
Yes.
all-time high.
So, and not only is it for us, but it's for a lot of people we know.
Do you real quick side note? Do you like the way that the premiere for the series finale paid homage to the series premiere with incest?
Yes.
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 Spoiler alert.
I have a gripe, but that is what is the opposite of gripe?
It's
That is a compliment.
it's W's. It's a W.
It's a W. The amount of incest, and it was pretty funny because our friend Peo, because I put a Snapchat of the incest between Jon and Daenerys up, and he was like, "Man, he's like, what's with all the spoilers?" And I was like, "Bro, Jon Snow fucked Daenerys last season. There ain't no spoilers."
Exactly.
Anyways, my gripe is, so it's a season finale. I mean, not season, it's a series finale. Everybody is excited for it. They've been waiting for, what, almost 2 years?
Yep.
So, of course, there's been a lot of buzz about it.
There's been nothing but buzz.
When there's always excitement about something, whenever people are genuinely happy about something, there's always people on the opposite side of the spectrum. People who are just negative. Almost like Junkyard, edgelordish. So I noticed that on my social medias, there's been a vast amount of people who are bragging like, "Oh, I've never watched one episode of Game of Thrones." And then when somebody posts that, there'll be a bunch of other people, "Me neither, not interested in it, bro. Dragon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to watch it." And I'm like, that's cool. That's your opinion. But when you mention something like, "Yeah, I don't really like Game of Thrones," or "I can't get into it," you're basically telling everybody that you read it at third grade level. And is that what you want?
That is true.
Well, clearly people do.
You're advertising that you're remedial.
Yeah, do you want people to know that you're a fucking knuckle dragger? Because that's what you're doing. You're announcing it from the rooftop.
Mouth breather.
Yeah. When people are like, "Yeah, Game of Thrones just isn't for me," that pretty much tells me that you had inappropriate thoughts about your sibling when you were younger.
And you don't like the way they're manifesting due to the show.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's far-fetched I mean, Game of Thrones is arguably the best show of all time, I think.
It's it is a cultural phenomenon.
Right. And
I think the premiere had 17 million people tuning
something
in.
like that. They killed the servers again.
Which,
But actually, I heard that the servers went pretty smooth. That
No,
there were no-
they dropped out in other countries.
really?
Oh, well,
Well-
any country that matters.
Yeah, those countries are getting their internet through 2 cups and a string. So
Yeah.
Plus, I think specifically in Mexico because like everybody
Okay,
was
fine.
talking about like
Okay,
they couldn't get HBO
Okay,
Go.
third world countries had
Yeah.
problems, which is nothing new. They're gonna have problems everywhere in life. But as far as the good old US of A goes, servers were going strong.
But anyway,
That's all that matters. Why do you care if like someone in Croatia couldn't watch fucking Game of Thrones for like 2
I didn't
minutes?
say
yeah, they're living Game of Thrones. If you're in Croatia, they're living it.
I didn't say that I cared. I just said the servers went down due to the amount of people.
Well, the point is, a lot of people like the show, and usually just because something is really popular doesn't make it good.
I think people think they're cool because they don't watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
they
the
think that
opposite.
because it's so popular, if you don't watch it, like that makes you cool.
Yeah.
And you can tell those people because they're the ones that go out of their way. Like no one will ask them online if they watch it. They just randomly post like Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I just don't care. I'm like, okay, one, no one asked you.
Yeah. Okay, I guess. Then go back to watching the fucking Big Bang Theory, you adult. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I don't like that's popular. Like, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I'm not crazy about it.
I love Star Wars.
But I don't get up on a platform and like, I hate Star Wars.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah, and so should you. So that's my gripe. Just let people be happy about something. Don't give your input and say, I've never seen an episode. Because nobody cares.
But it's not, the thing is that it's not like it's you know what,
What?
you get two different posts. It's either am I the only person who's never watched Game of Thrones? You'll get that, or you'll get I don't care about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, very junkyard-ish. Like when Roman Reigns had cancer, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But I genuinely didn't care.
like people will post those memes. Like there's those memes that are specifically designed for those that want to tell the world they don't care about Game of Thrones.
And I didn't go out of my way to tell people I don't care about Roman Reigns. Somebody brought it to me, and I was like, I don't care.
Junkyard, we get it.
If he dies, he dies.
You couldn't care less about him. Stop bragging about it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now you're into edgelord territory.
Yeah.
that's as Lord.
But you know what? I kind of don't blame you anymore about not caring about him.
Why?
Because I noticed. So he's come back.
Yeah.
Is leukemia?
Yeah.
Is in remission. Mm-hmm. So he came back to wrestling, and I noticed that. I don't want to seem cynical, but they are really milking the shit out of that. So his symbol
Is now the cancer survivor sign?
it's like I can't explain it. It's almost like an H. It's like a cross. It kind of looks like a cross with wings, like a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But they changed it so the wings they come all the way down and form a ribbon, like a leukemia ribbon.
like
when
a
I was
cancer ribbon, you mean?
Yeah, like a cancer ribbon. And then when I was at WrestleMania, I noticed that. I was like, and I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, wow, no wonder why people fucking hate him.
At that moment, did you understand Junkyard? Were you like, huh?
Yeah, I get it now. Like, I'm sure it wasn't his idea. But I'm sure the WWE was like, look, you just beat leukemia.
We're going to milk the shit out of it.
Let's
How can we monetize on
Yeah,
it?
let's-
Because this is a business, not a charity.
And the funny thing, I didn't talk about it in our last episode, but one of the funniest things is people still don't like him. So when he came out and wrestled at WrestleMania, it was dead quiet, and there were some people that were cheering. And these guys in the back, they were like, "No, don't you fucking cheer! You didn't cheer for him when before he had cancer. Don't do it now." He's like, "You wrestling fans are fickle."
So now you're like at so now you're at a catch-22 because if you booed him before and then you feel bad that he went through all that, now you just don't want to say anything.
Yeah,
But if you booed him before and now you want to cheer him, it's like now you're just being
yeah. I think the best thing to do is stick to your stick to your guns.
just check your social media.
Like me? I didn't care about him before, and I don't care about him
Yeah,
now.
so you'd be perfect. Stick to your guns. If you weren't a fan of his before leukemia, just hate him after it.
You can return to hating him. Everything's back to normal.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have some news. Tony has had something to celebrate, and he bought us. Look at this very expensive Miller High Life. It's got the sticker on. I don't know if you guys can see it. Whole $3.79
USD.
not
plus
per
tax.
can.
Hey, and mind you, I bought this in Chicago. I had to pay the fucking Cook County liquor tax.
Not per can. It's not $3.79 per can. $3.79 for a six pack.
For six
So
of them?
how much is that per can?
Fuck, I don't know.
Three-
Do
29?
some quick maths.
Let me pull out my calculator because I can't do that in my head. So
$3.49.
$3.79
It would be half, right? So it'd like one
divided by
something-
six. No, it's divided by six.
Half is divided
It's 63 cents a can.
Ooh, 63 cents a can. Now, each can is 12 fluid ounces. So divide that by 12.
By 12?
And we see how much we're paying per ounce.
Well, you got to convert liquid to money. I think you guys are skipping a step.
It's 5. It's like for every 5, not even 5, 0.05 fluid ounces. Or no, wait. I'm sorry. Per fluid ounce,
It's
it's 0.05. It's 5 cents.
So it's 5 cents.
5 cents per ounce.
So every sip is about a nickel.
This is like cheaper than water. Which is-
Unfortunately, it is.
and it's a champagne and beer. So
It is a champagne of beers. So I figured, like, update on my job hunt. I was extended multiple offers,
You shouldn't have said anything,
and
especially not on this
well,
platform.
people already see that I've been splurging.
yeah.
So I
and
have
they
to-
might want to ruin that.
Last week, he could only afford a 40 ounce for like $1.
Just one.
Just
Just
one.
one.
we
And
had,
this
like,
week, he
this
can afford a
week-
whole 6-pack.
Exactly.
So he's no longer in the bread lines.
Back to the headlines. So I will be back to work probably.
As I said
by-
tomorrow.
Well, I was supposed to go tomorrow, but I
They fired you already?
Yeah, they already.
You haven't even started.
Well, I mean, hey man, it wasn't my fault. My boss had it in for me since the get go.
Ever since you stepped in the door.
Ever since I walked through that door, he had it in for me, man. I'm telling you, it's not my fault. No, they wanted me to start tomorrow, but HR was like, whoa, you got to take a drug test.
Oh,
So that's why I went to go take
were you
that
like,
today.
goddamn bureaucrat!
Did you tell him I'm clean? I swear.
Yeah, I told him, Psh, I'm good.
You should. You know, it would have been funny if, like, when they say, "Oh, just so you know-
Actually, when they're like, when they called me, they're like, oh, like, we're gonna do a drug screening. I'm like, what kind of drug?
yeah." You should, when they said,
and,
like,
and at what level?
like, you just need to take a drug test, it'll be no problem. And you'd be like, "Oh, wait, I didn't know it was this type of place."
In that case.
yeah, in that case,
I'm gonna have to pass on
yeah.
that. So yeah, I went to go take that today.
How'd you do? Did you pass?
I will find out in 2 to 3 business days.
Speaking of drugs while on the clock, probably shouldn't bring it up, but oh well. Where at work, there was a couple
At service merchandise?
service merchandise. There was a couple of employees
Smoking weed.
that got terminated. No, that would have made sense. They got terminated because a few of them decided to pop some Xanax at work.
What the fuck?
So I get to work. Or this happened like earlier in the week.
Well, why, they can't get fired for that. What if they say they have depression?
The problem was it wasn't just one of them. It was multiple of them,
They could all have
and they
depression.
were all found passed out in various places throughout service merchandise.
Well, like a fucking Easter egg hunt. They're like, oh
Yeah.
Like, what
I
the fuck
guess-
is this guy passed out?
I guess our me and my coworkers, we were informed about it because one guy just decided to just lay down in the middle of an aisle and just take a nap. Another guy hopped on a motorized scooter, so at least he found the seat and just passed out. And one guy was laying on the floor in the men's bathroom, just passed out. So
Why couldn't they sit on the toilet in the men's bathroom, close the door, and just like pass out?
why couldn't they just have done it after work?
Yeah, or that too.
I would have if somebody was at work and they're like, "Hey, I got Xanax. You want to try something?" I'm like, "Yeah."
after work.
After work, I would love to. Oh, you want to
After
give me
work,
something to take
after
a
work when
yeah.
I am at a safe locale.
Yeah. So I could take a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take all your Xanax after I clock out for the day.
So I've never taken Xanax, so I'm not familiar with. Like, did they take too much? Is that what's supposed to happen, or
What
How
is
does it's an
It's like
antidepressant.
it's a downer, right?
Ooh, it's an antidepressant, so
it's an upper?
it's upper.
So why are they all fucking falling asleep?
I don't know. I think that's what it is, right?
Well, is it like Ritalin where if you're
No, Ritalin hypes you up, right? Or no, it makes you focus. That's what it is.
Or
Ritalin
those
makes you,
Adderall
I don't know.
have both of them.
I was told it was Xanax and they were all
passed out.
passed out.
Let's look up this bad boy.
I am looking up right now. Xanax.
Effects. What does Xanax do? And also,
Oh, click on the shopping section too.
yeah.
It's a sedative.
Oh, it's a see. There you
Yeah,
go.
it's a sedative.
So it is a downer.
I thought it was antidepressant.
I mean,
I thought that was Zoloft.
Oh, maybe that is Zoloft.
You
Oh,
can't-
Xanax when they put you. That is
you
a
can't be
sleeping
depressed when you're
medication?
asleep, right?
I
Yeah.
I guess you're right.
So therefore, it is an antidepressant.
Oh no, it says Xanax is to supposed to provide a calming effect.
So it's a downer, basically. It's,
Yeah.
It belongs to a class of medications called benzodiazepines,
Whatever.
which
So-
act on the brain and nerves to produce a calming effect. It works by enhancing the effects of a certain natural chemical in the body.
Oh, so it's all natural.
Yeah. Sounds
So
good.
let's
So
see, let's-
they should have been fired.
Let me read the
They
section.
shouldn't have been fired.
It's an herbal supplement.
Uh-huh.
They could have just been like, I need this shit, man. I'm suing because you fired me for taking a prescribed medication that my doctor prescribed.
Were
me.
they all prescribed?
Yes.
And also, if they were prescribed, should you be taking it at work?
Well, what if you have to? It's part of your medication.
Part of your regimen. You're supposed to take them like
Yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to take enough to.
Side effects: drowsiness, dizziness, increased saliva production,
Were they all drooling too?
or
I didn't get that close. Though. But
or change in sex drive / ability may occur.
So they weren't fucking anyone.
no. They weren't doing much of anything. So my boss was going through the video the whole time, and they kept on coming in and out of the men's restroom, and we could see everything. We can't see them like
Inside the men's room?
yeah, we can't see inside the men, but you could see them coming in and going out, and you could just see them deteriorate over time. Like they just got sloppier and sloppier. Like one guy barely made it. He just like you could see him staggering and barely hanging on until he made it to the bathroom. So those guys were definitely
Fucked
under
up.
the influence. Yeah.
So was this the first time taking it? They didn't know the dosage?
I don't
I'm
know.
assuming they wouldn't know if they're at work. You figure if you're at work, you're just gonna take a little something to take the edge off. But damn,
They might have took too much. Probably. I don't think it's supposed to just knock you out. I think it's supposed to just relax you.
yeah.
So yeah.
So speaking of prescription, I'm ready for my gripe.
Hold on. My microphone is falling.
Oh my god, junkyard.
All right. I think I'm ready. What'd you say? You ready for your grape?
Yeah.
It's too early. You can't do it.
All right. So this is my gripe.
Wait.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the
Once again,
fuck
junkyard.
up.
So my
You
my
stood
gripe
strong
my-
for as long as possible.
my gripe is with the eyewear industry.
What? Like sunglasses?
No, like prescription glasses.
Oh. Well, sunglasses are considered eyewear as well.
First of all, prescription eyewear.
Like
Industry.
sunglasses?
I mean, they do make prescription sunglasses.
So optometry.
Yeah, that's my gripe. Fuck them. First of all,
All optometrists or just some?
fuck the
Those glasses are new, right?
they are not by
no wonder.
choice.
Are
So-
those Ralph Lauren sunglasses?
Also not by choice, but yes, they are Ralph Lauren. So
Are they transition lenses?
no, these are actually the same lenses as my old glasses.
People who wear transition lenses still play Yu-Gi-Oh. So,
Our friend Alejandro wears transition
Oh,
lenses.
I mean,
well,
but you know what? In his defense, I think he's probably had those glasses for like 8 years.
yeah. So
So I mean, you can forgive him for that. I mean, they were bought.
once upon a time, that was cool.
Yeah, he purchased those glasses in the era when it was cool because they're also the frameless, right?
No.
Or they're like a really thin frame.
not
like,
anymore. He got
the
new
so-
ones.
Are they still transition?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can't. Sorry, man. I tried to help you, but Junkyard just said you got the new 2019s and they're still transitions.
Anyway, go ahead. So you're
So anyway, that's gonna lead into a second part of my gripe. So I had these. So I had glasses that I had like from 2 years ago, and I mean I had no problem with them. I never had an issue, so I never got a new pair or whatever. And then so in yesterday morning, I wake up and I open the door to go to the living room, and in my room you walk outside and then you make a left, and the door's right there for the living room. So I guess I miscalculated my step because I took the step and I opened the door, but the door hit my foot. So the door didn't open all the way. The door kind of opened like maybe half. And at the same time, I got a phone call. So the door opened, hit my foot. I went in my pocket, picked up the phone, and started walking forward. And I ran right into the side of the door, like the edge.
Yeah.
Smack in the face. The lens pops out.
Oh no.
And the frames fall, and sure enough, like it broke the frame. And it wasn't where I could just glue them together. Like no,
Weren't they like Burberry?
Yes, they were. But that's my second gripe. They are Burberry glasses, but they're still Luxottica brand. Are you guys familiar with Luxottica?
Yeah, they
brand?
make Ray-Bans.
Yeah, it's a porn convention.
It's basically close. Basically, Luxottica is like, they have all these other brands,
Yeah, like Ray-Ban
like Coach
and Ray-Ban.
and Burberry.
And Ray-Ban.
And the thing is that they're not like Burberry doesn't make them. They just license out the name to Luxottica.
okay.
Or Coach licenses out their name to Luxottica. And
Did,
they make
did I
like a bunch
mention?
of-
Did I
so-
mention they also make Ray-Ban?
So basically, they're cheap. Like you're just buying cheap shit at like.
Trying to listen to Tony. God damn it.
So you're buying cheap shit at like premium prices, which whatever it is, what it is.
It's just like Michael Kors. The watches are made by Fossil. FYI.
But that's actually good though. Fossils are good watches.
Yeah, they are, but I'm just saying you're not like you can pay, why pay Michael Kors prices when you can pay
Fossil prices.
fossil prices? They're cheaper.
That's true. But I didn't have an option this time because since my shit was broken, I went into I got him at the Pearl Vision. I went to Pearl Vision. I'm like, hey, my shit broke. Did they have insurance? I'm like, hell no, I don't have insurance.
I don't have a job.
I don't have a job because I'm in between jobs right now, so no insurance, no job, so I gotta pay for it out of pocket. They're like, okay, well, we can see if we still have the same frame, so we don't have to go through the. Cause since it's been over 2 years, I have to take an eye exam, so it's another cost. So I'm like, look, can you just order me another frame, the exact same one?
Did they say that you had to take an eye exam?
No. If I wanted like new lenses and frames, but if I wanted to use the same lenses, I can just buy another frame.
Because frames are cheap, right? It's the
No.
lenses that are expensive.
I
No,
thought it was the other way around.
I thought it was because the lenses are what's important. Who fucking cares about the frame? Just holds that shit to your face.
yeah. Well, there are cheap frames, but unfortunately, like back when I bought the frames, I wasn't really too concerned with cost. So when I went back there, I'm like, can I just get the same ones just so I can like get this quick action? I don't want to pay because I don't have insurance, so I don't have to pay for the eye exam. I have to schedule an eye exam. I don't have time. Like I need glasses like soon.
I'm blind.
I'm blind. Damn it! I'm gonna die. So she's like, okay, well we can order you the same ones. They're $289. I'm like,
God
fuck.
damn.
I'm like,
Is that how much you paid the first time?
yeah, apparently.
That's what you get for buying some
Yeah,
expensive ass glasses.
okay, I understand that now. Yes, I know.
Are you cursing yourself for
I am-
being so
yes,
fiscally irresponsible?
Yes. 2019 Tony is kicking 2017 Tony in the ass right now. Fuck that guy. That guy had no scruples. He was like,
Immoral.
he was very immoral, and he was very like reckless when it came to financials. So I'm like, okay, well, I need glasses. So it's like, okay, well, can you just order me a pair or the frames? So she's like, okay. She's like, I'll place the order. They'll be in like, we'll have them ready next week. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. So I left. Look, I don't live that far. So she called me back like half an hour later saying like, those are actually discontinued.
Oh no.
So we cannot order those.
the plot thickens.
I'm like, they're like, well, we have another frame that they'll fit in there. Do you want to go stop by and take a look? We close at this time. I'm like, well, I guess I have no choice now. So I go in there. I'm like, are they gonna fit like they're supposed to fit, or is it gonna be like one of those where like there's gaps in the fucking lenses and like you just try to jam them in there? They're like, no, these are actually the exact same fit and everything. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, oh, how much are those? Like, oh, they're $249.
Oh, what the fuck?
So I'm just fucked either way. So I'm like, well, I need glasses.
Wouldn't it be cheaper just to get cheaper frames and new lenses?
But yeah, but that would take a while. They have to actually like they don't have those there in stock.
How blind are you?
Can't you just
Very
go,
blind,
Can't
like,
you just go to Walgreens and buy those like dollar ones?
Reading glasses?
For, like,
You can, but those only go up to -2. I'm like -6.
oh shit!
And I've already
Blind
tried,
ass
and I've
motherfucker.
already tried stacking multiples. It doesn't work that way apparently. So no, there was no way around it.
Do you have contacts?
I do have contacts, but I don't want to like. I can't wear them every day. Like my eyes get like because I'm not used to them.
You just need to wear them for a couple days.
That's true, but especially if I'm gonna start working and I'll be sitting in front of a computer. And like I can't have my eyes be like fucking turning red. They're gonna think like, look, I'm a fucking stoner or something. They're like, why is this guy coming in with like
So-
bloodshot eyes?
Bro, just be like, I passed my drug test, right?
I know, right? The fuck you care? I should carry my drug test around so I can see the look, motherfuckers. I passed. Don't question me. Yeah.
Just call it sick.
Already.
Yeah.
That's true. I should ask them like, what's your sick day policy?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna need to use those like right now.
It's like, can I borrow against my sick days and just pay them back later?
So how long did you have to wait for him?
Oh no, she had them.
Oh, she just popped them
Yeah,
in
they
right
just
there?
pop them in, and I'm like, okay, whatever, just give me those. And
How did you know that they fit?
because on the frames, there's like a number that has like measurements, and if the frame has the same ones, they can match.
Oh, I gotcha.
There's like a number on each one, and that's how they fit.
And they didn't have like ones that fit that were cheaper than $200. Fucking expensive ass shape.
I
of
know,
the
and the thing
lenses.
is, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at these frames, they're like $80. I'm like, why didn't I just fucking pick those? Why did I not pick those? Why?
And you usually go through glasses pretty quick, so I don't know why you bought some expensive ass glasses.
You go
Like
through,
I'm telling you,
go through-
2017 Tony was reckless.
You go through glasses quick? How do
He
you do
used
that?
to go fucking. They used to like have like tape and shit on all the
Oh.
time,
Yeah.
and like these would always be broken.
Yeah.
Surprised those last ones lasted
That's
you that
true.
long.
They did it. And they were dropped a good amount of times too.
That's
so,
true. You used to play basketball in your glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, Yeah, they.
Watch next week. Those motherfuckers will be broken.
It's cool though, because hopefully by then I'll have insurance.
Dude, you know what you should do now? Order some cheap glasses so when those break, you just fucking put the other ones on and be like, fuck it.
I like that. I like that idea. Good job, Junkyard.
Yeah. And that way you don't have to worry about, like, if these break, I mean, fuck it. You don't have to pay another $200. For new ones, you got some cheap ones. Boom. You know, those break. Let's just switch. Ooh, do that. Even better idea. Buy cheap glasses that the lens sizes are fucking common as shit. So even if, like, they do break, you're like, all right, fucking pop these into the next one.
And yeah, because technically, you can also, depending on, there's certain ones where you can bring your own frames.
Oh.
And then they'll make the lenses for them. So you can go on Amazon, buy like a pack of 10 frames for like $30.
Really?
Bro, get that shit. And then just get the lenses fit to that. And
Every
then
time they
boom.
break.
Every time they break, just swap them out like fucking gummy bears.
I'll do that shit myself. Well, I mean, that is a good idea, but I will have a job. So technically, I'm going to go back to my reckless ways.
Bro, I'm trying to save you time and money.
But that's my gripe. Why are fucking frames so goddamn expensive? I mean, it's fucking plastic, for God's sakes.
It's true, but that fancy guy playing polo on your glasses, that is worth $200.
And who makes that?
I don't even know. It might be.
Some Asian kid made them.
No, I mean, like, what
actually,
company?
Actually, I don't know if Ralph Lauren is a Luxottica brand.
I don't know.
I mean, they actually look pretty well made, so it might not be.
Well, I mean, not all Exotica's shitty. Like,
I do
Ray
like
Bans
them.
are really,
I do
are
like
really
them
good
though because
quality.
they have that matte
Yeah,
on the
matte
side.
thing.
Yeah,
Thank you, Mama.
no problem.
It makes me feel better that I spent $250.
Hell no,
And I know
motherfuckers!
Wake the
$250
fuck
that
up.
I shouldn't have spent because I don't have a job. Well, I have a job now, but at the time. So yeah, I did that. I settled all my debts since I will now have an income coming in.
You settled your debt with me, which is the most important one.
Well, yeah, Tony Devine always pays his debts. I owed you for that. I paid our buddy Turok for the Cubs tickets.
Those were like $15.
No, they were $50.
Oh, were they? I
were
thought
They were
I thought they were-
$26 each
I thought they were.
Why'd you buy two?
for plus one.
Why?
In case I
You're
want
just
to
gonna fall asleep anyway.
in case I want to bring someone.
I would buy
Who do you
it
wanna bring?
if the tickets were that cheap. I would buy another ticket just so I could have an empty seat next to me.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody next
Yeah,
to me.
or
I
like-
would buy 3
'cause he-
tickets,
'cause he
two
usually-
on one on my left, one on my right, and then everybody.
Then just
stayed
go by yourself.
Fuck away.
No. He doesn't want to go by himself. He wants to go with a group.
Yeah,
but he wants to
just-
stay at a distance.
Yeah, stay away. Get around me.
like
It's just-
like it's cool that you're there, but be over there.
Yeah.
You should have sat in the bleachers and just like
Next
pick
year,
the spot by yourself.
next year, if I go to
Yeah,
WrestleMania, I'm gonna save up, buy a ticket right here, buy a ticket right there, stay away.
What if some fly honey be like, "Can I sit there? Is that seat taken?"
I'm gonna say, ma'am, I appreciate it, but I didn't spend all this money so I could smell you next to me. Please get away.
That is smart. So see, here's my plan. I'm gonna buy 2 tickets, and that way I can have a seat next to me, because I'm gonna want a hot dog probably as soon as we get there, and a drink, and a beer. Then, as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna want Giordano's.
Do they have Giordano's?
They do,
Oh, very nice.
and it is actually very reasonably priced. Like you think they'd gouge you like they do with everything else, but
they
the
don't?
pizza, no, it's like you can get the like the personal stuff. now. It was like $9.
Can you move the mic a little closer to your face, please? Thank you.
So, I mean, that's pretty.
I'd go there just for that.
Yeah, it's worth it just for the Giordano's. And obviously, after I've eaten all that, it's like what, the 3rd inning? I'm gonna want to take a nap. So I'm gonna put all that garbage in the seat next to me.
Well, you can just put it on the floor.
No, because I don't like it on the floor. I don't like cleaning it. I'm gonna kick it and
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
Hey, you know that like those seats fold up like automatically, so like you can't really put the garbage on it because it's not heavy enough to hold the seat down.
no, it's like a slot because the seat's folded up, but there's still like a slot. And you can just put
It'll
garbage
just
in
fall
there.
through.
No, I won't fall through.
Yeah, well,
No, I've done it before.
it'll just fall through.
So yeah, you just stuff the pizza box in there with the cups, yeah, and then just take a nap. Wake up at the 7th, 8th inning when it starts getting interesting, and yeah.
Have you seen the Cubs play this season? It's not going to get interesting at all.
Well, I mean,
They're terrible.
I mean,
Well, oh no, they
you know-
only have like 170 games left.
yeah, like
Oh no.
they're only gonna play tomorrow, and the day
Yeah.
after that, and the day after that, and the day after
In all
that.
fairness, the Sox suck too, but all Chicago teams
Look,
suck.
I mean, I like going to baseball games for the ambiance.
you mean fall asleep?
Yes, I like.
You can just sleep at home for free. Like,
That's true, but the problem is that if I don't go, I'm gonna be hearing about it a lot in the group.
So you're gonna have FOMO more
I'm
than
gonna have
anything.
FOMO because A lot of people are going.
What you should do is fall asleep
They're
at home
probably-
during the game,
They're probably gonna go. They're probably gonna. Yeah, but
and you don't have to hear about it because you'll
That's-
be sleeping.
no. But the problem is that like I'll know.
You won't know because you'll be asleep.
But I see the alerts when I wake up, and then I see like.
By the time you
12
wake up, the game will be over.
Yeah, but I'll still have FOMO.
Of all the what if after the game, everybody's like, man, that was so much fun. I'm glad we all came
Yeah.
together.
Or what if after the game they're like, oh, we should go to a bar.
Yeah.
You can still go to the bar.
No, only people that went.
Yeah.
I don't think it works that way, Mom.
It does.
So this way I avoid FOMO. I can have Giordano's, watch some baseball, and take a nap.
What is so hard to process about that
Yeah.
chicken?
Lots.
What kind of
You're
pizza?
you're like our friend Icky.
I'm
Fucking
probably gonna go-
buys movie theater tickets to go fall asleep
Well,
at the movie theater.
yeah, it's the same principle. He has FOMO. Just like what? Just like
Either he does one of two things: either falls asleep or walks out.
And goes to the bar?
so. I mean, I'm pretty sure I might fall asleep at that UFC event.
I don't care. It's your
Yeah, but I'm
$148.
just saying. But I won't have FOMO.
Because you'll be there.
Because later on, like say next week or the week after, when all you guys are like we're at a party or something and we're at a bar and you're all talking about like, oh yeah, I was there too, and I feel included, and I feel like I was.
And I'll
part
be
of
like,
that.
but you were sleeping.
Well, I'm saying when
It's not about that.
I'm saying when other people are talking about it, no one's gonna be talking to you.
But like, what if they're talking about like, man, remember that time when you knocked him out? But you won't remember because you'll be asleep. You would have been asleep.
I'll be like, yeah, I remember. I caught the replay when I got home.
Very smart.
You could have got you could have got it like at home, like live,
Yeah, but I wanted to be there
for free.
so I can be part of the group.
I guess.
You know, it'd be really funny. Like when Tony's asleep, just start cheering really loud, like yeah.
So I get
and then
up
he gets up and he starts
Oh,
clapping.
yeah. just to like try to jump in on the moment.
That'd be pretty.
That'd
That
be
would
brilliant.
probably work.
And like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Like nobody's out there. You know, how
Yeah.
they're between like fights and shit.
It's
It's just
time out.
empty. Time out.
They have
It's like
timeouts in
they're switching
baseball, right?
pitchers or something.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Man, this isn't as smooth as I remember.
It was never smooth.
It's getting a little rough.
You must have been drunk when you had it.
where did you buy this at?
Some shady ass liquor store that if you use a credit card, they charge you an extra 40 cents. And there's a sign on the
Because
door that
no
says,
convenience, huh?
and there's a sign on the door that says "We card hard."
Probably not. I'm sure they didn't even card you.
They did.
Oh, did they? Oh,
They didn't card me hard.
Which liquor store did you go to?
I don't know. It's by Ashland and 35th.
oh, you were by my house.
Why don't you pick him up on the way?
I don't know where he lives. I've never been to his house.
I actually I live by Ashton 31st. So
Is that really?
yeah.
Where'd you have to go do your drug test at?
Oh, I didn't know that. By Ashland and
No, what was the name of
31st.
like the lab?
It's called Concerto or something.
Concentra.
There you go. That place.
Bro, you know there's one like nearby, way closer than that.
Where?
On like Cicero and 70, not 70, no, like 68th. Right, just past Midway.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, because I had to do my drug
Did
test.
they
when I
tell you
worked
to
in
go to
the
that
night.
one? Or
Well,
you just
well,
looked
they're like,
up?
oh, just
They give you a list.
They give you a list.
usually.
No, well, when she called me, she's like, well, what's your zip code? I gave her my zip code. Like, oh, well, what about this one? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I just said, yeah. I mean,
Because since Tony doesn't know where the fuck anything's at.
that's true.
So he just picked whatever
She's like,
random
oh, how
ass
about
one
this
is there.
one? She gave me the address. I'm like, oh,
It's
that,
in like Indiana and shit.
I'm like, that means nothing. to
That'll
me.
work.
I'm like, but sure, I'll go there, whatever. And then after I hung up, I Googled it. I'm like, oh, fuck, it's kind of far, but whatever.
You just
yeah,
like,
there's
did you just put in your GPS and like, I hope I get there in one piece? That was
there's another one in Harlem.
Jesus, take the wheel. Oh, well, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like in the Media Care Center, and they do drug testing there.
Yeah,
I did there when I worked at the United Center.
yeah, it was pretty ghetto. There was a lot
Yeah,
of fucking
because you went to fucking Ashland and 35th. You could have went.
ghetto.
You could have went to
There's like
Bedford Park.
There's
you
a
know?
dude in there like with like a paper bag drinking out of it. I'm like, what the like, is anybody like
Is anybody gonna do something
do
about
something
that?
about this?
He was probably drinking High Life.
I mean, that's probably why he was so happy.
What was that?
I don't know.
Did you pay your power bill?
I think it was outside.
Is
Are
that,
you sure?
is that your stepdad giving us a warning? Like we're too loud?
I think there's aliens. Anyway, I have something very important to talk about.
I'm sure it's not.
It is. It's extremely important. It's about the 2020 presidential election.
I'll worry about that
This,
next year.
this better be about Pete Buttigieg.
Is it?
That's the gay guy, right?
Yeah.
Has it already been 3 years already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Time flies, huh?
Thank God.
Well, he's gonna win anyways.
Yeah, right. Not this time, my friend. But I have a new personal favorite candidate.
Pete Buttigieg.
It's not Pete Buttigieg.
Is it Andrew Yang?
It is Andrew Yang. How did you know?
Because he was on a podcast that we both listened to,
Yeah.
and you are the type of person that
I actually listened to him on 2 different
you are
podcasts.
the type of person to do anything that the host of the podcast will tell you. To
No,
do.
actually, no. I didn't buy in right away. I listened to the podcast. And I'm like, oh, it was very
You
interesting.
also took up.
So without naming the podcast, is the host of this podcast one that Junkyard constantly dick rides?
yeah.
Okay,
So not
But
only
in all fairness, Mamba dick rides him too.
so you guys talk about Joe Rogan.
not only did Junkyard pick Andrew Yang, he started bow hunting, started working out with kettlebells. Now he smokes
There's
a
one
lot.
right next to you.
Really? I'll see you there. And you smoke a lot of weed now.
No, I wish I smoked a lot of weed, but I don't, unfortunately. My wife won't let me. And it's expensive. I don't have the money for that.
You didn't have to say your wife wouldn't let you.
She won't.
You know, she doesn't actually have any money.
Yeah, but she still controls the money.
Does she?
Well, not really controls it because it's still like, I still have it. But she keeps like a budget for us, which is really good though because she actually got me out of debt.
Really?
Yeah.
So Junkyard, question for you. When you were looking for a house, are you still looking?
Yeah.
What's your like price range?
Do I have to say it?
Yes.
Bro, you're looking for a house already? You just got a job.
Not him. 200 and under.
Okay.
Preferably under.
I mean, obviously.
But I think at the high point. Well, see, it depends because it really depends on taxes. Because if the taxes are expensive, I can't afford 200.
What area were you looking at? Because I'm thinking maybe in the future, if I look at one, I'm kind of just gonna piggyback off your research.
Oh, okay. I was looking at
So when you buy one, I'm pretty sure you've already done all your research, and you're gonna get a good deal. So make sure you pick one that has one next door that's also for sale, and let me know about it.
okay. Yeah, Garfield Ridge.
I don't know where that's at, but
It's in
sure.
Chicago.
That's
It's right there.
by that's like the end of Harlem and 63rd, right?
No, that's it's closer this way. Well, I mean, it does hit Harlem, but it's east of Harlem. So it's from Central to Harlem, and it's
Anyways, this is
south of or north of Archer.
This isn't a Chicago podcast, so
Yeah, it is.
This isn't a real estate podcast.
it's not a real estate podcast.
So you see the flag up there? It is.
Oh damn!
They don't know what that means.
Anyway, so what the fuck was that? Oh, Andrew Yang. So I heard him on another podcast after that. I heard him with, and I really respect. And actually, this made me gain respect for him. He went on the Ben Shapiro podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and from what Ben Shapiro was saying is like he's like one of the only Democratic candidates ever to go on that would actually agree
Agree to it.
to go on his podcast. He's very conservative. So I was like, holy fuck, like.
Well, I gotta listen to that because Ben Shapiro is the goat.
He's fucking awesome. I actually do really like Ben Shapiro. I don't agree with his politics, but he's
He is
really smart, and he
like the way he's very. I think he's a very effective communicator. Like the way
yeah,
he
for
communicates.
sure.
Like I don't think he'd like.
And people always hating on him, like they fucking protest his ass and
yeah,
shit.
and I think it's funny. It's like I watch when he goes to like
Stop fidgeting.
when he goes
It's because this thing keeps falling for some reason. I don't
when
know.
he goes to like he goes to like a lot of universities.
Yeah.
And he just destroys college kids. And it's funny because this one girl was like, "Oh yeah, you know, like I see that you're a very good communicator. You're good at you're an excellent debater, but all I see is all you're doing is just destroying like these college kids. You know these young kids and blah blah blah." He's like, "Why don't you go up against like this?" And I'm like, "I try. They won't do it. Like the reason I go to a lot of universities is because." They're the ones that'll have me. They're the ones that invite me. They're the ones that want to talk. Like I like, and he went through a list of like all these people that like he had invited on his show, and like none of them will like, or the shows they don't want him on there.
right.
So
Well, Andrew Yang actually went on with Ben Shapiro, and Shapiro actually didn't like. I thought he was gonna go hard, but he didn't go hard.
no, he's not that type of person. Like even when he
Can you pass me a beer, please?
I think if anything he's just like very direct.
He is direct, and he'll tell you like how he feels, but like, but he, I mean, I don't know.
And he'll say you're being a pansy when you're being a pansy.
There's a lot of conservative guys I I respect. Like at least their point of view. Like Ben Shapiro,
Alex Jones.
Steven Crowder, not Alex Jones. He's a fucking psycho. Even Milo back when he was actually like big. Like he's there. Like
Yeah.
he said shit to get a rise out of people. Like he did say stupid shit, but at least like you knew that's what he was doing. You know, so it was like okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't.
I didn't have a-
I
I didn't
wasn't a
have a-
huge fan of Milo, but I mean, he wasn't like the worst.
Right.
Like-
People made a bigger deal about him than what he was or is.
Like I think the most hated one. Actually, I would hate her more if she was a dude. The fact that she's attractive kind of gives her points. But Tommy Lahren,
I love Tommy Lee.
I mean, she's.
And I only
but man, her-
love Tommy because she's sexy. Not like
man, every time
if
she
she was
opens-
an ugly
that's
girl.
sexist.
But every time she opens
I'm
her
sorry,
mouth-
it's true. If she was an ugly girl saying what she says, I would fucking hate her.
What if it was Lena Dunham saying everything she was saying?
Oh my god.
How would
Fuck
you feel,
that.
Junkyard?
I mean, I hate Lena Dunham already
But can you imagine
without her saying all the shit she says. So if she just added to that, yeah, dude, fuck her. But I can tolerate Tommy because she's sexy, and that can be sexist. All you can think that's sexist. That's fine. I'm just being honest.
All right. Well, this is not a political podcast.
But anyway, no. Back to Andrew Yang. So, Andrew Yang's fucking awesome. He's really. You should listen to Tony. He's really
will.
smart.
I listened to
He's-
the Joe Rogan one.
You should listen to both.
I did.
I probably will.
What do you call it? I listened to both too. What did you think of it, Mamba?
He had some interesting points. Like he was trying to be ahead of the curve, especially with automation.
Yeah.
But I thought he made it seem like it was like, so basically his whole point, for those who don't know, is
It's
that
probably everybody because very few people have heard of Andrew Yang.
automation is going to take away
A lot of jobs.
millions of jobs for Americans, and he's trying to prevent people from going into poverty by what's it, global basic income? Is that-
Universal basic income.
Close. Very close, right?
Well, the universe is bigger than the globe, but yeah, you're close.
So basically, you'd be giving everybody or Americans free money,
Yep. Every American citizen would get $1,000
and
a month.
at first I thought that was a good idea, but then I thought about it. I was like, a lot of people. So it's supposed to like help people,
Right.
and better their lives, and then once they get that money,
They can do whatever they want with
they
it.
can do whatever they want. The problem is when you give people free money, they do stupid shit with it.
Not only
But that's what they brought up in Ben Shapiro.
yeah, they'll do stupid shit, or they will stop wanting to work.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
now they're getting free money. They're like, I'll just get by on
So I
this.
know Joe Rogan talks about it all the time. He was always like, yeah, if people received enough money to cover their basic needs, they would go after their like the stuff they're passionate about, like art
Right.
or stuff like that. But I was like,
but see, the thing is, like,
there's a lot of people who
They're
already
passionate
get.
about drugs.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. America already gives a bunch of people aid, like welfare stuff like that,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and people just do stupid shit with it.
Well, right, but so first of all, $1,000 isn't
No, it's
a whole lot of money.
you just
like,
buy
you're-
groceries, I guess.
Yeah, you can't really you can't pay your rent in most cases. Like at least not in Chicago. Maybe in other places you can, but like it depends how much your rent is. Yeah, like you're not gonna be able to live off $1,000 a month. You're just not.
It's like a supplemental.
Right.
It'd have to be a supplemental. You
Right.
can't live off of it.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. It's not meant to like
Replace.
to replace income.
It's supposed
It's
to
just
supplement.
exactly not even supplement. It's just like an addition to.
That's
So
what
like if you
supplement
have a job,
means, right?
What?
I thought that's what supplement meant. In addition to.
Hey, let him have it.
I mean,
anyway,
It's best to just carry on.
oh, okay.
what do you call it? So like if you're making 50 grand, you'd be making
12 grand.
12 grand more. So
See that?
60 of a good
Quick
maths.
Quick as fuck. I was like, what's 12 times? What's 1,000 times 12?
So like people that are gonna misuse the money, they're gonna misuse so you talk about like people that collect welfare misuse that money.
well, not all, but
Well, I'm just saying, like they're gonna misuse any kind of money they get. And the thing too, the thing I heard him say on Ben Shapiro, which he didn't say on Rogan, was people that collect welfare. It's either or. It's not both. So if you're on welfare, and let's say you only get $500 a month from welfare or whatever the case is, and you can collect 1,000, but you're not gonna get that extra welfare check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So whichever's greater.
Whichever's well, it's not whatever. It's opt in. It's opt in. So everybody opts in.
But
Like,
yeah, but you opt in. But the thing is,
but
like,
the thing, yeah, right. But obviously, most people are gonna be like, I'm not gonna fucking give up $2,000 a month, as opposed to it's just for 1,000. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you're not gonna opt in if you're getting more money. So you're not. So not gonna double dip into welfare. You know what I'm saying?
So I think it's like, so the whole idea behind it is not like a black and white. It's more like a mix, like you said, like either people with welfare that have it
Right.
are not going to get it, or you can opt in or opt out,
Right.
depending on what kind of aid you
Even
get.
even if you're like a millionaire, you can opt out. Like say $1,000 not really gonna do much for me.
Yeah, it's not
And,
worth it. It's
like,
not worth the paperwork.
Not even that's the thing though. That's what what do you call it? What he was saying. It's not gonna require any
It
paperwork.
will, because you know what's going to happen. All the illegals are going to start taking that money.
No, because you have to be a citizen to get it. So what do you call it? He says that you don't. There's no paperwork, and that's the other thing. Say you do get
Was
welfare.
so would it be like when Obama gave us that stipend? That what was it? That
those phones.
no, he gave us. There was one year when Obama gave us the stimulus check. Remember, everyone got like $400 or something. One
But that
year?
was only you had to qualify for that though. I didn't get $400.
I got it.
I didn't
Really?
get that.
No, I was supposed to. Anyone that filed like their federal tax.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah, but it was part of your taxes. Like you came back with your tax return.
I don't remember that.
They just gave you extra money in your
Yeah, they
in
gave
your
extra
income.
money.
Yeah,
See,
but it was in your taxes.
when
yeah.
did Trump ever do that for us?
But anyway, so
Never.
so he's saying like it's not, it's like you said, yeah, it's just extra money. So like even like if you're a millionaire and you don't want to opt in, you don't have to opt in. You don't have to get that extra. I mean, he's like, well, who's not going to opt in?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you're a millionaire, who the fuck's $1,000? $1,000, $1,000. But he says like in Alaska, Alaskans get like a base like monthly check from Alaska, from the state.
We're living in the
Dude,
wrong fucking state.
Due to the oil industry. So like, and they're creating, like, it's working well for them. So he wants to do it for the nation. And what he thinks is going to happen.
He doesn't got to do it for the nation. He could just do it for Illinois. That'll work. That'll work for me.
Yeah.
But he's saying,
Because here's the thing. Here's the problem I have. The thing is, like, if everyone in Illinois does, like, if they do like just by like, let's just say you just do it for Illinois, that'd be great, because that makes me better than most of the other country. If you give
Well, you're definitely better than people who live in Indiana.
by default,
Yeah.
but if you give everyone across the nation $1,000, it kind of diminishes the value.
you're also better than people that live in Florida.
I think I think I would rate them below people in Indiana.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, continue.
Anyway, so he thinks that that's going to help the economy because people are going to spend $1,000. Obviously, like they're going to, whether it be like, you spend it on groceries, you spend it on anything, like you're going to consume, and consuming helps the economy.
The only economy that's going to help is the drug cartels.
Dude, it's not going to, what do you call it? Oh, and this is the other
Doesn't he
thing.
want to legalize narcotics? Andrew Yang.
Yeah, he wants to legalize marijuana. And I think he thought about, he said this decriminalize drugs, I believe. But anyway, I think, well, I don't know if he said all drugs. I know for sure he wants to legalize marijuana. But anyway, that's a different topic. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think
I have
I
a
think it
question,
can work.
though.
Go ahead.
Where is that money coming from?
So it's going to come from two places. It's going to come from, he's going to combine certain welfares, like welfare. He's going to combine that, and he's going to get money from that. The second major,
Amazon's gonna start paying
Part-
taxes.
that's actually kind of true. He's going to instate a VAT, which is another form of tax, which they use in Europe all the time. Because when I was out there, they charge you VAT on pretty much, not on everything, but like a lot of shit. It's basically just another, like, think of it like a sales tax, but not really. It's for specific, like, products, specific goods. And I think it's actually, and I don't know if it's charged to the consumer or the producer. I gotta look into that. But anyway, so he's going to basically create another tax. He's going to create another tax and combine welfares, and that's going to bring in the money for the
You know what's funny?
$1,000.
Like people that are bitching about extra tax, even though they're still gonna get that,
Money back? Yeah.
and probably more.
Yeah.
But
But anyway, so
I mean, it sounds great, but
Like I said, you gotta just listen to the podcast. Go to his website. If you go to Andrew Yang 2020 or some shit like that, I think that's what it is.
I mean,
It gives you more information. But I don't know, man. I really like the way. Not only do I like the idea, I like him. Like he seems like he's very likable.
he seemed like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, he seemed like he was cool. He was down to earth. He's Asian, hence, I mean, his last name's Yang, so it sounds Asian. He is Asian, so I don't know how the trumpeters are gonna receive him because they don't like.
I mean, you can already guess.
They don't really like minorities, But he is an American. He is a child of immigrant parents from Taiwan. But anyway,
That's a no-go.
he brought up a lot of shit that UBI can help, aka the freedom. What the fuck is it called? The freedom.
Oh yeah, because bills and stuff are better when you put like patriotic stuff.
Yeah.
In
The freedom check. No, what the fuck was it called?
Patriot check,
No, it's freedom something.
Patriot Act.
Freedom tax.
Not the freedom tax.
There should be a freedom tax.
Well, I mean, I guess he's a good Democratic candidate.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed just put out an article about Bernie Sanders. He's a millionaire, and
Yeah.
it was all right in front of our face.
I do like Bernie. I actually Bernie was my favorite until I heard about Andrew Yang. I'm kind of in between Andrew Yang and Tulsi Gabbard or Gubbard. I forget how you say the chick from Hawaii. She's pretty cool too. So I don't know, but I'm kind of leaning towards Yang.
Voting
This is not a
for
political podcast.
suckers. Your vote doesn't matter.
It's all about the electrical college.
Not anymore.
electrical
The electrical. You know that a lot of states are going to popular vote, so it doesn't matter what.
So they
Is that actually,
say.
is that going to actually happen though?
Well, yeah, a lot of bills are already being passed.
Are you sure?
Illinois is one of them. Yeah. I think bills have already passed in other states, like for sure.
I think you're wrong about that, Fred.
Look it up. Want me to look it up?
No, we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We got plans.
No, I'm
We're not even an hour in.
You can look it up at your leisure.
I already
a
looked it
later
up. I know it's true.
Or you can look it up for me at your leisure at a later date.
I don't believe that because I know that. I don't know what he is, but that guy Mitch McConnell.
Yeah.
He was trying to block a bill that would allow states to have same-day voter registration
What does that have to do with electoral college?
because they don't want to make it easier for people's voices to be heard.
Certain states. That's what I'm saying. Oh,
I mean, Illinois is. I think you can register same day as you vote. I didn't even know I was registered when I went to vote. I just showed up,
I don't.
and they were
think
like, "Are you registered?"
can.
I was like, "I might be." I don't know.
I don't think you can register. Can you register same day?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a very.
Tony's ex-girlfriend made me register forcefully.
Oh yeah.
Are you glad you did?
She just saved me having to register later.
There you go.
Because I would have registered sooner or later. I just didn't want to register at that moment.
Because didn't you tell her you didn't want to vote and she was none too
Yeah.
pleased?
Yeah, and look what happened. Fucking Bush became president. Should have not voted.
And then 9/11 happened.
Exactly.
Didn't he win his second term because of the electoral college?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the whole
Because
issue.
the popular
with
vote was to what's his face?
Kerry.
No. The other guy.
Al
No.
Gore?
Al Gore. Al Gore won the popular vote.
And that's when they had to do. Was that when they did the? What election was it where they did the recall or the recount? Was in
That was
Florida.
that was.
Was it
Al
Al
Gore?
Gore?
Yeah.
I thought it was Kerry.
No, that was Al Gore. I don't think Kerry was ever that close to winning. That motherfucker's a loser.
Damn, Junkyard. Tell us how you really feel.
So yeah, I don't think people. I haven't heard anybody trying to get rid of the electoral college.
No, they're not. Well, the thing I guess from what I was reading is like it's too hard to get rid of the electoral college because you got to make an amendment.
Not really. It's a made-up concept.
Yeah.
I can get rid of it right now. It's gone.
It's gone.
No. Not like that. Like legally get rid of it.
All you do is
So-
tell those people to go home.
Yeah.
Your job's been
Yeah. Sorry.
you're done. You can collect unemployment
Yeah.
on the way out.
Your UBI check should be coming in the mail anytime.
But like it's hard to get rid of it. So that's why the states are just passing their own laws. So like whatever the state votes, it's just they just go by popular vote. It's not by electoral. So like if someone wins by popular, then that's the way they're going to have to vote in the college, basically. So yeah. Yep.
I didn't know that was a thing though until I've heard about it, but I didn't really know what it was until last election.
With the Electoral College?
Yeah. So I always thought it was like whoever wins gets the most votes wins, but it turns out you have to have a representative, right?
Well, every state has a specific number
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Electoral College votes,
Depending on the population of the state.
depending on the population
That's
of the
why
state.
like California and like other like densely
There's
populated
swing
states
states.
are like the ones that are they really
like
try to go for.
Ohio, those places like that.
I thought those were swing states because they could kind of go either way.
Yeah.
They're not fully like Florida's like
Florida's red as fuck.
is red as fuck. But you're right. Ohio is one of those.
Illinois technically is red as shit if it wasn't for Chicago. Chicago's what makes it like a blue state.
Yeah.
If you like separated Chicago from Illinois, it'd be red as shit.
And if you don't believe us, just drive a few hours down south and you will see exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
Exactly.
So most of these states up here, like Wisconsin's red, Indiana's red,
Yeah, it's red as fuck.
Missouri's red. Like all our fucking neighbors are red except for us.
Sure.
And the only reason is because of Chicago. Because we're the only non-mouth breathing troglodytes in the area.
That is true. That is a very, very good observation, Junkyard.
And that's why we like to stay here. Like, and nobody wants to leave and go out there. The only reason you go to Indiana is for the casinos.
Well, and even then,
Wisconsin has some. Wait, is it Michigan?
You only go to Wisconsin for cheese.
Or where's that New Buffalo casino? I've been to it. I just don't remember if it's Michigan.
That's
or
in Michigan.
Yeah.
But I think Michigan's a red state too, isn't it?
Probably.
But that casino is bomb. They have the awesomest buffet.
what's it called?
The New Buffalo. I think
No,
or something
4
Buffalo.
wins.
4 wins in
In
New
New
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Mm.
Yeah. Now there's a casino. We should go there.
I'll check it
But
out.
but it's cool because like the casino is probably like on a reservation, and those motherfuckers are blue because they don't want the red wants to kick them out of that reservation because they don't deserve it. At least that's what they say.
Is that what the red skin folks say?
I like the play on words.
Probably shouldn't have said that either.
That is racist, Mama.
You've just insulted our
Native American
Native
listeners.
American fan base.
Do we have one?
All one of them.
Do we have one?
Probably
I don't
not.
know. Maybe they're waiting for their ancestry to come in, their DNA tests.
I sympathize with the Native American population. Didn't I say that if I had Jeff Bezos' money, I would buy a sports team and then name that team the Caucasians,
Yeah.
like instead of Redskins or Whiteskins, and then like have like just
how
a
about-
regular white guy.
Or how about the White Hoods?
That's a good one too. That's a good one. I like it.
That sounds racist because it's
That's the point.
I guess. I have a question.
What's your question?
Actually, maybe not. I don't know. It's a pretty taboo subject.
We already accepted that you're married to your cousin.
That's not what I'm talking
it
about.
can't
She's
be
not
more-
my cousin.
It can't be more taboo than that.
What do you guys think about reparations to the African American community?
Oh well, we should
It's been coming up a
end-
lot. It's been coming
we
up a
should
lot,
Probably and coming up where?
like in the news and shit.
What news? What
Especially
news?
with like the candidates and shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Like
I'm going to say
No comment.
no. I'm gonna say why not? Why wouldn't they? Native Americans receive reparations.
Yeah, but theirs were instituted like years ago
Okay, then why don't African Americans receive?
because they never did it because they were
Because
being still like held down, and then
I
they
think
just,
like also like the issue is like how do you determine who gets it? Like is it your great grandfather? Your great
And the thing, too-
I guess we would assume that it's everybody.
and the thing too,
and the
like
thing is like
hold on. Well, yeah, to add on to what Tony's saying is like, what if like you're of African descent, but you're from like a country that like France, like they didn't fucking have slaves in France.
That's a good
but
point.
But you can't. But like your grandparents came to the U.S. So now, why the fuck do you get reparations? You were not your family were never slaves. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a real like
Well, I'm just going by
hard.
me and Tony know, your brother's friend.
Popcorn?
He's actually
The popcorn guy.
stop. What?
what the fuck are you talking about?
He's actually black, but he's part Native American.
Yeah, the popcorn guy.
He's popcorn. Why is he popcorn?
Chicago popcorn.
I don't get it.
Just think about it. Think about it in your head.
I'm not.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna move on. That's what I'm gonna do. What's?
Oh, I know who we talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. I don't
Okay,
want to
yeah.
eat.
Chicago popcorn.
Okay, whatever.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Chicago
I got it
popcorn.
now,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm actually upset I didn't get that sooner. But he's black, but he's also part Native American, and I guess he was trying to apply to get because I guess Native Americans get a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And-
if you're like is it Cherokee or like there's certain ones.
I think
like,
There's specific like tribes.
you, you have to get a certain you have to be a certain percentage.
Well, yeah, I think he was trying to prove that he was a certain percentage, but I guess he didn't reach that requirement.
No, I think he was off by like 0.1 or
Yes.
0.9% or something.
So he didn't get it.
Right.
So maybe they could do something like that.
But the thing is, but that's the thing. Like, just because you have African descent doesn't mean that your family was here during the slave time.
No,
and
I
that you
get,
were a slave.
yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? And then that too is like how. And then the other problem too is like they didn't like. I'm pretty sure they don't have like slaves weren't citizens, so they didn't have any documentation to say they were a slave. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So how are you going to prove it? Like in this case, you're literally just giving away free money, just because you're black.
because it's hard to like to trace who was
Right.
actually.
Right. Who was a slave and who and like
But and also, why stop there? What about all the Union soldiers that fought against slavery? Should their descendants get money too?
You said Union soldiers?
The ones that
And
fought,
and
not,
yeah,
not yeah the ones
and
that,
not just that, but what about people that lived like what if you came over and like you lived in a free state like and you were never a slave too like in like was it 12 Years a Slave? That dude was never a slave and then he became a slave after the fact.
took a spoiler alert,
That's what the movie's about.
fucker. Well, I haven't seen it.
No, but I mean like it's in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
So like he was a free man.
Uh,
So like what if you were a free man? Like
Then you became a
and you
slave.
you never were a slave. Like you just lived in the free states. Like how the fuck do you qualify? You know what I'm saying? Or like your family. So the thing is like it's super like not
well,
definitive. So
what made you bring this up?
because we were talking about politics and it's just kind of like it's been a like a hot button issue lately, especially amongst the candidates. So I'm not like I don't want to like for all our black listeners like I don't want to like diminish what like depression or everything being put upon the
think-
African American
I think
community.
it'd
Like I think it's super it's fucked up. Like slaves are fucked up. It's fucked up that being oppressed right now and like the shootings and like all the everything that's going on is fucked up. But at the same time like
It's kind of hard to
Right, it's-
quantify all that's going on, and how do you how
Right.
do you do it without completely fucking it up?
right exactly, and I just
It's-
don't think
it's
I don't
really
think
hard.
I don't think it's feasible.
Well, you're just talking about the logistics, but if it was
Right.
possible,
Right, exactly. Like if you could literally pinpoint who the fuck like were descendants of slaves, fine, I'll
Right.
give you that. But honestly, you can't. You really honestly can't. Because like if you're from Belize, right, and you're from African descent, like they were like they might have been slaves in Belize, but they weren't slaves in here. Like here in the U.S., like why do you qualify for reparations? Yeah, it's just like it's super mixed. Like there's no way to actually
There's no
like,
easy way to go about
to
it.
go about it. So like, like Native American is one thing. Like Native Americans were all fucked, and like they're dying out. You know what I'm saying? Like there's not that many Native Americans left,
now they're on the come up. They got casinos.
and then you
And
get that from the
apparently
reservations.
great buffets, according to Tony.
That Four Winds, New Buffalo, great buffet,
So like it's
top notch.
It's not. I just don't think like talking about like universal basic income is one thing because that's going to like every citizen. Like reparations to people that may or may not have been not necessarily deserving, because that's not really a right way to put it, but like to have like their ancestors, like let's say qualify for it, like, you're just giving away money. Like I don't know. That's just my thing.
But if you're giving one oppressed culture money, why wouldn't you give it to the other one?
Exactly. Well, I can say the same thing about like the Japanese. Why not give it to all the Japanese people? Because the Japanese were put in basically like internment camps
for
during
like
World
a
War II.
couple of days.
Dude,
I don't-
months.
I don't know.
Actually, it was. I think it was like,
I'm sure that's wrong what I said, but I just thought it would
like,
be funny.
why not
if
give
I-
all the Japanese here like fucking money for being put in internment camps? Fucking Mexicans. Mexicans were also like held down for a while too. You know,
So
and like in the South.
should we give like
Well,
native Japanese people money
know,
too for bombing them?
Mexico did own everything below the
Right.
Louisiana Purchase, so they should get money back for that because they got swindled out of that.
What do you call it? Do all sorts of shit. Like there's, I could say, the Chinese people for like with the railroads and shit. You know how many of those motherfuckers died, and they were like basically like slave laborers. There's lots of things you can go and I can say like these people deserve reparations. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I learned? I learned not too long ago, and I never thought about it until I heard it, that African Americans have been freed less than they were slaves. You know what I mean?
They were freed less time.
Yeah. I probably said that retardedly. But the amount of time that they've been free is less than the amount of time that they've actually been.
Slaves.
Yeah. So it's almost like the fact that they were getting their freedom was not that long ago. What was it? 1863.
I don't know the exact date.
1863.
I think it's around 100. Was it? No, I think you might be right.
18. So like less than 150 years, maybe.
Like I said, I'm not against reparations. I'm just against the legit. Like it's not possible to quantify who's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
And how do you determine the amount?
That too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's super.
So if that's the case, nobody gets free anything. We all have to suffer equally.
Exactly. No, everybody gets a free check for $1,000. Vote Andrew Yang 2020.
All right. Well, this isn't a political podcast.
This is not a political podcast. But anyway, Payo Dog will be very upset when he hears this.
Are you going to? What are those people who they start making calls?
Oh, call center?
Yeah, you're gonna work a call center for
No.
Andrew Yang.
No, because it's gonna be AI.
Oh, so
He's all about automation.
No, he's not all about automation. He
Yeah,
says
he's
automation's
for
gonna
it.
take.
He's all about robocall.
Well, like the new. You saw the video for the new Google AI that like you can barely tell it's a fucking person.
Oh yeah, the one that like makes
Or-
an appointment for
Yeah,
you.
like that's gonna be the call center. So
I mean, we're all gonna be working for Amazon one day anyway. So, right?
Might as well apply now.
Yeah.
Get in early.
Might as well start working for our overlord Jeff Bezos. Why not?
Why not? I'm trying to get in on Mackenzie Bezos. Is that her name?
Ooh, should hit her up in the DMs.
Should.
Oh, now that she's like the fourth richest woman in the world, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I'm about trying to slide into her DMs.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that a lot of women on that list that are extremely wealthy are not. They didn't get their wealth through their own means. They got it through like
divorce or like
divorce, so
trust
they
funds or some
inherited it.
nice.
Which, you know what? I can't even be mad. Sometimes I wish I had a vagina.
Jackpot.
Yeah, right?
Well, you act like it sometimes.
Huh?
Get him off you, bro.
When they give you a drug test back, they're going to ask, like, you've been taking estrogen pills? Yeah.
Bro. Bro, he's coming at your
I
head.
mean, I backed him into a corner.
You left me no choice.
I left him no choice, man. You know what happens when you back a dog into a corner?
But I'm pretty sure, like, if Mrs. Bezos wanted me for some reason, my wife would be like down. She'd be cool for it as long as I slipped her a check every
Yeah, she would be okay being a side chick, right?
Yeah. As long as I slipped her, like $1,000 every week or some shit.
Actually,
Just $1,000?
that's real, considering the money she has. That's actually really cheap.
Wow, if your wife settled for that?
$1,000 a week. That's not, I mean, if you don't have to, that's like you don't have to work. $2,000 every 2 weeks. $4,000 a month. 4 times 12.
That's not
like-
even, I don't know. Is
It's
that
like
six
50,
figures?
like $50,000 a year.
No,
I think you counted that wrong.
Let's do the math.
No, let's move on.
so it's
Point is, it's
it's
stupid.
So it's $4,000 a month.
$4,000 a month, that's
12, that's 48,000.
48.
Oh, almost 50,000. All right, I'll make it an even 50 for not having to work. Come on, man. It's not
And,
bad.
and that's
But she still has to.
and keep in mind that's net, not gross.
Yeah,
Oh.
exactly. That's under the table.
But your side wife, or she'd still have to have intercourse with you.
Yeah, but she'd want to because she picked me. Not,
I'm sure she doesn't. Because you're gonna be getting in with what's her face?
With Charlize Theron.
What?
What?
Where did she come from?
I don't know. He's,
I was
what's her
talking
face?
about Mrs. X Bezos,
Mackenzie, baby.
Yeah.
Mackenzie Bezos.
No, my current wife doesn't have to like get it in with me. I'm just gonna slip her the check so she like lets me fuck the other Bezos or the Bezos.
What's
Both of them?
Huh? Yeah, I'll fuck both of them
Bezos?
if I'm getting paid, bro. If I'm getting,
Bezos. I'll fuck both of them.
I don't care. For the amount of money that they both have, they're in the billions. Yes,
And
I
you
will
do it.
have
And you do it
sex.
for $2,000 a week.
No. I'm gonna slip my wife $2,000 a week
Okay, so how much
to
are you
let
getting?
me fuck
How much
them.
are you getting?
Bro, I'm getting like half of whatever they're getting, whatever they have.
half?
I don't even have to get half. I just need them to like,
I need all I need is a fraction.
dude. I just need them to like give me whatever I want, whenever I want. Like, you know, I want to be like the sugar. I want them to be my. Yeah, I want to be the sugar baby.
Jeff Bezos, he's gonna give you what you want, which is that dick, and he's just gonna give
fine.
it to you.
So technically, it ends
Bro,
there.
I'll
That's
take
what you want.
I'll take the dick for like, you know, a
No,
Ferrari.
he's giving you
a
what you. That's all you
house.
want. You want that phallus,
All right, that's fine.
that Bezos. Phallus.
And what am I getting from Mackenzie?
I don't. Same
Yeah,
thing.
Is that her name, Mackenzie Bezos?
Mackenzie Bezos,
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure.
All she wants to do is she wants you to listen to how her day went.
Fuck, that's fine. I'll listen all day.
Did you guys watch John Oliver last night?
No, I didn't.
Oh, anyways, they had a
Last
little
night, that wasn't it Sunday? Was it on Sunday?
Sunday. Okay, whatever. They had a skit where you know how they show like news reporters talking. Well, they started talking about Amazon. They're like, yeah, Amazon. They recorded a $1 billion of revenue last year, and for one guy, for some reason, the male reporter was like, you know why? Because they sell sex toys. That's all they do. They have warehouses full of them.
I mean, they do have warehouses full of them,
Uh-huh.
but I'm pretty sure that these sex toys is only a fraction of some of the things that they sell.
We should probably look this up.
I mean, I'm sure they sell a lot, but I don't think that accounts for the billion that they made in profits or whatever.
You never know. Why is that camera angle straight on Tony's junk?
Because he's got a big bulge.
Oh no. So what else is on your mind, Junkyard?
I have a lot on my mind, but I don't think we can all cover it in one podcast.
All right, well, what's on your mind that's at least semi-interesting?
Are we
I'm
out of
pretty sure half of it's trash.
Besides the 2020 election,
Are we out of ideas now?
um,
All right.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
no, bro, we got plenty more to talk about.
No, we're
Plenty more.
done.
And see, this is why we have segments, ladies and gentlemen, because we need them.
Do you want me to talk randomly for another hour?
Well, we had people saying just free ball it, but we can't do that.
I'm gonna free ball it right now. You know what's a really good game that I've been playing?
Nobody cares.
Is this game called Apex Legends.
Oh shit, we forgot. We got an email before we get to the news
Okay,
story.
well, I've already gone on a tangent, and I don't feel like going off of it. So this game, Apex Legends, it's a battle royale game, and you know, last year all the buzz was Fortnite, and Fortnite was cool, but I kind of got tired of it.
I thought all the buzz was PUBG because PUBG has those cool finger dances that they do.
Oh, the tut. What is it?
tutting.
Tutting.
What is that?
I don't know. For some reason, people.
Look up Fortnite finger. No, look up while he's talking. Look up PUBG finger dance.
For some reason, people on PUBG, they like to dress in PUBG gear.
Yeah.
And they start doing this finger shit.
yeah,
And I didn't know that was a part of the
it's
game.
PUBG, not PUBG.
But yeah, people will record themselves doing these finger dances.
Right there, you can do the first
Oh
one.
yeah,
The
especially
TikTok,
TikTok.
Yeah,
Oh
right there.
yeah.
That one right there.
Are we gonna get pulled for that?
I hope not.
Fuck PUBG.
Just so our listeners know, if you couldn't watch last episode on YouTube, it's because Tony decided to play a country song.
A not country song, not a real country song. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna try to switch over here.
Oh yeah, whatever the fuck this is. It's just finger dancing, right?
I mean, yeah. Well, okay. This is a little better. But yeah, like I see a lot of like on TikTok, there's like so fucking many people just like
Doing this.
doing this. The funniest one is that one white guy who dresses up in like the full PUBG
yeah,
gear,
yeah.
and he does it all. Actually, it's kind of impressive because I can't do that shit.
Well, that's because you have stuff to do. You have a job.
There you
Oh,
go.
that
That
guy.
guy right here. So yes, this is. Does Apex Legends have something cool like this?
No, I wish they did.
Oh, that's the guy.
I thought the other guy was the guy.
But that's his face.
Oh,
I mean, I think if I looked like that, I wouldn't be talking to you guys. I'd have my own fucking TikTok.
he is an attractive man, but
No, he's not.
but like, if he's attractive, why is he playing that stupid ass game, doing that?
Because he's
bullshit
getting
ass-
fucking money. That's why.
doing that. Is he the ninja of PUBG?
Yeah, his TikTok has like a fucking shitload of subscribers,
Really?
and that's all he does is fucking do that shit.
Oh.
And yeah,
You know what? This country needs another draft. People have way too much time on their hands.
so then we need
Like an
another,
NBA draft?
So then we need another.
No.
So then we need another war.
Yeah. So some country needs to.
Mandatory service,
Start getting reckless.
Yeah. Or we just need to realize they have oil
like in Israel,
and go give them some freedom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
So yeah, we need to find out where there's oil out in the world, and then go knocking on their door.
Go liberate
Be
them.
like, did you guys order some liberty?
I mean, I'm not excluding me. I do. The reason why I'm so tired is because I spent all night playing Apex Legends. I got like 3 hours of sleep.
you need to sleep more, Mamba.
So send me to Vietnam because I ain't doing shit here.
I'm going to the war in Vietnam.
And I can use all the.
Are you gonna fight the Viet Cong?
Yeah, I'm gonna use all the skills that I learned playing Apex.
I don't think they have controllers.
Joking, if I could function off 3 hours of sleep, I'm good. I'm not a toddler like you.
Nope, I need 10 hours of sleep in order to function. Anyway, we have an email. Let's get to our email. It says, "This you guys." It says, it's from Anita Mandalay. FYI. It says, just in case your podcast gets canceled, this is Plan B. So I'm going to play this video right quick. Hold on, give me a sec here.
Oh, I think I've seen this. This is pretty hilarious.
What the fuck? I have Flash Player.
You
What
have
kind
to
of bullshit
upgrade.
is
You have
this?
to upgrade Flash.
Pretty sure I don't. I just played it like a few minutes ago. Hold on, let me refresh. Did you see this, Tony?
I think I've seen this one.
Why does it ask me to sign up to Facebook? I don't want to sign up to Facebook. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Pause.
They're about to drop a straight banger.
They're about to drop a straight banger on this robust gentleman.
Yes.
We could do this for you, Mamba.
I knew you were gonna say some shit like that.
Well, why did you bring it up?
I was describing it for our listeners because you're taking forever.
There you go.
Now it's a duet.
But that guy's skinnier, so is it gonna produce a higher note?
Different, yeah, different.
Yeah. He's like the bass. Right, so there's Plan B if we get canceled. Just take off your shirt, Mamba, and we're gonna go to work.
Except Mamba would sound a lot bassier than that guy.
Damn, get him off, you dog.
I'm trying to watch this show, guys.
How do you think this came about? They're like,
Oh,
do you think they're
shit,
like,
shit, that guy.
like they just told this guy, hey, take off your shirt.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do some slap
They're
slap
like,
boxing.
"Hey, you're pretty obese.
Let's
Can I slap you around a little bit?"
and try to produce a rhythmic tone.
Yeah. Like I said, man, we need another draft.
People have too much time on their hands.
Yeah.
I know, man. You didn't see that in the 70s they weren't doing shit like this.
No, out of like, there's so much knowledge and stuff you can learn on the internet, and it's limitless. And we just watched a video of two fat guys becoming instruments.
Oh, Tony wanted to talk about this bullshit.
I thought it was pretty interesting. So read the headline, Junkyard.
Mom forces kids at her daughter's Build-A-Bear to give their new toys to the birthday girl.
So
Wait, reread that. I was confused.
Oh, it'll make sense when.
So he said earlier today, I went to a birthday party for my. It's cut off. Why does it get cut off? Why is this shit's like in the way?
Is there like a link?
No, this is.
Why are you using like some whack ass browser, bro?
Is there an X that you could?
What the fuck? Hold on, let me try it. No, yeah, let me open it.
It's because Junkyard's using some kind of like
I'm using Vivaldi.
he's
but
using like a legacy like Opera browser that's like not even it's not even around anymore. You should use like the Onion browser.
Ooh, Tor browser. Mm-hmm. No, it's in the way tier too.
All right, there should be a Reddit link.
Petty mayonnaise. I like the name of this website.
They have a hilarious Facebook page.
No, there's no Reddit link.
Scroll to the top.
Well, this episode's going nowhere fast.
Pull it up in the mobile browser.
The fuck? Yeah, what the fuck is up with this shit?
Can you know the story, right, Tony? Can you,
Just give us the
Look up Reddit Build-A-Bear party. That'll get you there. I mean, it helps if you spell Reddit correctly, but whatever.
let's talk about some exciting stuff.
Oh, this is very exciting. All right, look, there's that link right there. Look, go to Scary Mommy. maybe Scary Mommy has a better website than Petty Mayonnaise.
All right, here
There
you
you
go.
go.
So it says a mom took to Reddit over the weekend with an extremely upsetting Build-A-Bear party tale you won't soon forget. The mom of the birthday kid made a pretty bonkers decision at the end of the shindig that has this parent wondering if they're correct in being upset. Spoiler alert, they're 100% right. The mom took her 6-year-old daughter to a Build-A-Bear party that was attended by a total of 8 kids. She explains that the party was held in the store, but not run by the employees. So after cake and pizza in the food court, the kids headed over to their own special stuffed animal before wrapping festivities at the birthday girl's house. The Redditor even gave the party mom an extra $30 to help with whatever pricey accessories the kids wanted to add to their creations.
So here's a little context to that. So basically, like this mom is throwing a birthday party for her 6-year-old daughter. She invited 8 kids, and the 8 kids showed up with their parents or their mom. They go to the food court, they have pizza, they have cake, then they go to Build-A-Bear. Now, this is not sanctioned by Build-A-Bear. They just kind of showed up as a group. The mom throwing the party, I guess she bought like, or she was the one paying for everyone's Build-A-Bear.
Okay.
So for all the guests, for the remaining 7 kids, they all made their own bear, and the mom that threw the party was the one that paid for it. This mom was saying that she felt bad because they're kind of pricey, so she even said like, I made sure my daughter got like, just a basic one, and I even gave her $30, be like, hey, this is for my daughter's bear, whatever. So as it turns out, after they were done,
Here's the actual
go ahead.
Reddit.
Go ahead.
So he said, earlier today I went to a birthday party for my daughter's friend from school. The party was being held at Build-A-Bear, but it wasn't run by the employees. We had cake and pizza in the food court and then went down to Build-A-Bear to make bears, then back to a friend's house for the rest of the party. The invitation said each kid, about 8 total, would get to make a bear, and I just assumed they would get to take it home, since that is what happened at another Build-A-Bear party I went to. Me and my husband even pitched in about $30, as we know these things can get expensive. We get to the store and the kids go wild, getting their animals and accessories. As far as I know, the parents didn't really put a limit, but I made my daughter stick to just a standard dog with a shirt, which about half the parents did as well. All is well. We leave the store. Then friend's mom announces the kids need to give all their animals to her daughter. Cue the upset and angry kids. They are all disappointingly handed over their animals, and friend wasn't even being nice about it either. Another little boy didn't want to do it, and friend ripped it out of his hands. I probably should have said something, but I didn't. The other parents seemed pretty baffled too. We get back to the friend's house, and our kids are watching as friends plays with all her new animals. I left with my daughter pretty quickly, and once we got back into the car, she just started bawling. I felt bad, so we went to Build-A-Bear and got her a new one. I am just wondering if this is totally normal and I should have expected this, or am I being an entitled parent? Update. This afternoon at school pickup, me and another parent had a chance to talk
It's hilarious. He's like,
with the mom of the party.
they named her Karen.
It
That
was
sounds perfect.
Yeah, we're just gonna give her the name Karen.
It wasn't a long conversation, but I'll do my best to reenact it here. Mom's fake name will be Karen. Insert awkward small talk here. Karen. I hope the girl's daughter's party the other day, I know, had lots of fun. The other mom. Go, Tony.
Oh, haha, yeah. I was actually wondering about the whole, you need to give the daughter a name.
Let's call her Samantha.
Okay, Samantha's a daughter that was
Karen's
having
the
the
mom.
birthday. So that's Karen's daughter. Yeah, I was actually wondering about the whole Samantha getting all the bears thing. The kids seemed pretty upset afterwards.
Oh, yeah? We wanted Samantha to have a special animal decorated by each of her friends.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering why the kids didn't get to keep their bears. I even pitched in a little money, assuming the bears would go to the kids.
Well, I didn't have enough money for each of the guests to make their own. That would be pretty expensive. If you want your money back, I'll see about getting it back to you. I don't really see the problem, though.
Okay, well, the kids were forced to give away their new creations. Obviously, they are going to be upset about it. I don't see why your daughter needs all these animals.
Karen didn't respond and walked away right after, probably offended. What bothers me is she said
Yeah, she didn't have enough money.
she didn't have enough money for all the kids to have one, but she did have enough money
To buy
for her
them all for
daughter
her.
to get like 8
of 'em.
bears. Just doesn't really make sense. Now I admit I'm not the most confrontational person, so I probably should have talked to her more about it. Anyways, I guess we sort of worked it out. No one's fighting, so I'm sure I'm going to mention it to her again. Sorry, it wasn't the most satisfying ending, but thanks for all the love and support. It means a lot.
So what do you guys think about that?
That's fucked up. Like, I think that, like, she should have said this in advance. Like, we're going to go to Build-A-Bear.
Everyone's gonna design a bear.
Everybody's designed,
for Samantha.
Right.
But the fact that it's like, all right,
I'm going to buy
everybody-
Samantha 8 bears, and everybody's going to get to build one for her.
And I think that's like really shitty because like all these kids are designing bears for like themselves,
Right. And if she, I'd be like,
and all of a
if,
sudden it's like, nope, they're all going to Samantha.
if your children would like a bear, you're more than welcome to purchase one. Something like that.
Yeah, but I think it's funny. It's like, well, like I don't have enough money to buy every kid a bear, but you have enough money to
get the kid 8 bears.
To get your one kid 8 bears.
Stupid as fuck.
So did she get her $30 back? Did she say that?
Well, she talked about getting her $30 back.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well,
Well, she said that she talked about it. She was like, I don't see why that should be a problem. You damn right, bitch. I think no problem.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's more fucked up that she should have said it in advance. Like, if she would have said that in advance, I think everything would have been Gucci. Like, nobody would have had a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't. They're just like, oh, give me the fucking bears.
That's a very Caucasian thing to do.
It is.
Very.
Who the fuck has a Build-A-Bear party? These are first world problems.
I mean, yeah, Build-A-Bears are not cheap.
No, they're not even the
Not
cheapest
only-
bears. Like
Look up-
$40.
Look how much the average price of a Build-A-Bear is.
Not only that,
Because, yeah.
she took these 8 kids to go get food at a mall food court. Like if you're buying, let's say you're getting Sabaros for all these kids, it ain't cheap.
No.
They
Then
charge you by the slice
and cake.
and cake.
And I'm pretty sure they wanted drinks.
Yeah,
and they were still gonna go back to her house for more festivities. I'm pretty sure she had something else.
More
like that.
stuff.
The cheapest
lined up.
Build-A-Bear is $10 to $12.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's the cheapest one. But that's not with all the accessories. And
What are the
bullshit.
high-end bears?
I don't know. There's more expensive ones though.
Oh wait, look. So 10 to 12. Some plush animal Build-A-Bear can cost as much as.
There's more
25.
than $25
Well,
bears.
it's 25 just for the like. I think a shirt is like $6-7.
Right.
The socks are another $10.
Just
Because they're like those specialty bears, like that are more expensive.
Yeah. So I mean,
But still, $25 for a fucking stuffed animal is
that's
a lot
true.
of money.
And that's just the base model.
Right.
No accessories. So let's say.
Even $10. Well, $10 is a little bit cheaper, but like you can get a stuffed animal like anywhere for like
but
$6 or $7
let's say they all went for like the 20. Let's say $20 model, and then they got it a shirt and pants and shoes.
Shoes and a hat
and
and,
a hat.
glasses.
You're looking at like I will say about after tax, maybe like $50-$60.
Or like even like some of them have like superhero costumes and shit like that.
And those are
even
more because they're
expensive.
licensed.
Right.
oh,
Like you
a
put
licensed
dress them like Batman or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're
you're gonna
expensive.
pay
DC needs their cut.
Yeah. They're expensive fucking
So
Bears.
40 to $50 times 8. Yeah, I could see. Well, I can get a little pricey, but
I ain't buying no kid 8 bears.
fuck no. My kid's not gonna get 8 bears. At least not the ones that I buy him.
So
I'm
you're-
gonna get him one bear.
So if
and
you-
it's not gonna be a Build-A-Bear.
so let's say, I guess, if you were the parent,
Which one, Karen or the other one?
if you were Karen, what would you do?
Like Karen's the one that's.
Well, if I'm a fucking dickhead like she is,
No, but let's say you're having a party for your daughter,
okay.
and she wants to go to Build-A-Bear
and
with
some
8 of her
ape,
friends.
some ape comes up to you and like, hey, you took all the bears from the kids. It's like, so
like
I bought them.
exactly.
That's true.
Like
I
who
paid for 'em.
Who paid for
That's
those
true.
bears?
Who's got the receipt?
Y'all got free pizza and cake. Shouldn't that be enough?
And a trip to the mall.
God
damn, trip to the mall.
You ingrate.
Yeah.
You ungrateful little shitheads.
If I were Karen and am I an asshole or am I not an asshole?
No, like what would you do? What would Junkyard do if your daughter wanted a party at Build-A-Bear?
I'd give her a party at Build-A-Bear, and then like I wouldn't buy her 8 bears. I'd buy her 1 bear. I'd let her pick 1 bear and 1 outfit.
I'm gonna have the party that my old man had for my sister when she was a kid. He got like 5 or 6 of her friends in grammar school,
I already like this.
loaded them up in a giant van, like those old school vans.
Oh, the ones with like curtains.
Yeah, yeah.
I had one of those too. My
Drove?
parents had one of
Dude, those were like plush as fuck. It's
My
like,
parents had
it's
one
like
of
sitting
those.
in a sala.
Drove to our local bowling alley. He bought everybody, lanes of bowl, but it proceeded to get hammered drunk.
Well, what else is he supposed to do?
And I had to help him drive a van full of children that were in his home.
And this is why Mamba has a high A score.
That sounds like a great party.
Oh man, I have never been more stressed out of
How
my
old were
life.
you when this happened?
I was like a teenager.
I'm sure you're old enough to drive.
Let's see. I'm
17.
9 years older than my sister now. 15, 16.
How the fuck did you drive home if you were 15? You probably you had.
I
to be
didn't
at
drive
16.
home. I had to like just make sure he was cool. I was like, "You all right?" Because I didn't think he was. Because at one point, when it was his turn to bowl, he gets up there. I don't know what the fuck he does, but he like goes to bowl and his feet come up from under him and he lands straight on his back. And I was like, "Man, this man is fucked up." He has no problem endangering the lives of not only his daughter, but
he's
All these kids.
all these kids.
he is giving no fucks about himself or others.
Yeah.
Or those around him.
He was like that girl at Junker's wedding. He did not care for the safety of himself or others.
I had a birthday party when I was a kid. It was awesome. My dad and my mom loaded us up in like a van, just like that.
Uh-huh. Did you get drunk too?
No, they
No.
didn't. It was like 6 or 7 of us. I don't remember. It wasn't that many. It was less than 8. And we went to Enchanted Castle.
Oh, very nice.
It was a fantastic time.
I remember I had a birthday party when I was in school, and my dad loaded us all up in a Suburban,
Those are still very big.
very big. These are like the 85, I think it was like 85, 86 Suburban.
He still had it till like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, he did. And like my mom made him get rid of it, and he like wanted to cry because like it was just parked out in the like by my yard for like so many years, just he never used it. And my mom just sell it, get rid of it. And like my dad like fine, so he sold it like super cheap. And when they came to pick it up, it actually started. All they did was put a new battery and it started. And like my dad was like really sad. He wanted to cry.
He's like, see, it still fucking works.
Yeah, it still worked. And he had and the tires were almost brand new.
Damn.
He said that every time he drove down 26th Street,
They complimented him?
for those that don't know,
It's
26th Street in
Mexican.
Chicago, it's very, very Mexican. And
Some would say too Mexican.
yeah, too Mexican. And the vehicle of choice for drive-bys is Suburbans because you can ram into like, especially the older ones.
Yeah.
Because they're four-wheel
They're
drive.
humongous.
They're huge. They're four-wheel drive. They're heavy as shit. You can like literally mow over like smaller cars, crash into anything, and it'll be fine because it's all like fucking
Steel.
stainless steel bumper and everything. So every time my dad would drive home from work or be going up and down 26th Street, he would always get like flagged by gangbangers, and they'd always offer to buy him like to sell his truck, and he'd always get like he'd come home with like 4 or 5 like sheets of paper with like phone numbers. Like if you ever sell your truck, give me a call.
Did he pick one of those sheets of paper?
Got some ramming to do.
Yeah. No, he said he ended up selling it to like one of his friends who's a mechanic and whatever. But that was funny because like I remember like I'll be driving with him once and like they'd be like, "Hey, like how much for the truck?"
That's terrible.
Yeah. But anyway, so my dad would load us all up on there, and we went to we'd go to Forest Preserve, where my dad did proceed to get hammered, but my mom ended up driving home, so it was all good.
So it worked out. Nobody
Yeah,
died.
it worked out.
Yeah. Those are responsible parents.
What if
My mom was a responsible parent
what if I
because my dad would have gotten hammered, irregardless of my mom went or not.
what if I died in that van ride and I'm in purgatory right now? That's why I'm recording this shitty podcast. It's my punishment.
Yeah, that could be it. So you probably never made it.
None of this is real, right?
Nope.
No.
Fake.
Knew it.
You're not overweight.
Thank you.
I think you'd be overweight no matter what state of life you're in.
Bro. Get him off you, bro.
I have nothing to say to that. I have no rebuttal.
Anyway, let's get to our crazy news story, shall we? That was not our crazy news story.
That was
No,
it?
that was not. That was
That was
just
just a story.
because I think if I had the money to buy 8 bears, I'd just let the kids have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I would too. If I had that money.
Because now those kids are gonna hate. Those are her friends, her daughter's friends. So now all those kids hate her daughter. She's gonna get bullied. She's gonna become like a fucking meth head,
Yeah.
and it's all her fucking mom's fault.
If I were, when me and Mackenzie Bezos have kids, we're going to take him to her whole class to build a bear. And each one's going to have
As many bears
as many bears as
Dude,
they want.
What you do is you buy a Build-A-Bear franchise.
Oh, okay. And then just be like, here you go crazy.
Yeah.
And then and as soon as like the bears run out, you just shut down the next day. Be like, well, we don't need it.
Or you take those kids and teach them about logistics and put those work bands on them because that's what they're going to be doing anyways in the future. 'Cause in the future, we are all going to be working for Amazon.
That's why we need $1,000 a month from Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang 2020.
Don't let
Duncan, I better fucking see you with an Andrew Yang 2020 T-shirt sometime in the near future,
you better
or a
write.
hat. You better rep hard because
I will.
you're pushing him kind of hard. I need to see some commitment out of you.
I'm gonna be Make America Yang again. Hats.
Dude, if you make those, give me one too. Anyway, continue.
Anyway, all right. So today's crazy story is man sues parents for destroying his $29,000 porn collection. All right,
Dude, porn is fucking free.
Yeah.
bro, listen to this. An Indiana man
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
there you go.
Never mind.
is suing his parents for a pretty ballsy act, destroying his very valuable porn collection.
He must have some vintage Jenna Jameson or something.
The man, who is being identified only as Charlie, claims the porn stash has an estimated value of $28,940.72.
There's a very specific amount. Continue.
According to WXMI TV. and includes more than 400 VHS tapes, more than 1,600 DVDs, 160 plus CDs, and 70 sex toys.
CDs.
They're
Wait,
probably
hold on,
video CDs. Or maybe they're CDs with data on them to put in the computer with porn.
So it's 400 VHS.
400 VHS, 1,600 DVDs, and 160 plus CDs plus 70 sex toys.
That's a lot of fucking VHS tapes. Like those take up a lot of room.
Yeah.
They're like this big.
Like you can stack DVDs up.
This is a
for-
VHS tape right here.
Yeah. Show the
Think
audience
about-
because they might not
Oh,
know what.
For those who've never seen a VHS tape.
Yeah,
Those who
for
are-
you younger, for you youngins. Look at that. Look at that. Look how. Imagine 400 of them bitches.
Turn it sideways.
Look at
There
that.
you go.
400 of these.
400 of those.
That's a lot of. That's a lot of VHS. You hear that? Yeah.
And I'm assuming he needed a rewinder.
To rewind all the porn.
Yeah.
So 400 of those, and 160 DVDs. So Charlie is seeking a total of $86,822.16, which includes the values of the missing items and the amount it would cost him
Because they all went up
to
in
replace
value.
them. Exactly. Some of the films worthy of inclusion include Frisky Business, Big Bad Grannies, according to the Associated Press. Things came to a head this week.
Did he have to list all the?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna sue someone for dems like that, you do have to itemize. So can you imagine being the judge, like reading this list?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Things came to head this week after Charlie filed a lawsuit against his parents. According to court documents, he moved to his parents' home in Grand Haven, Michigan, in October 2016 while going through a divorce. Although Charlie stayed with his parents for about 10 months, he was asked to leave in August 2017. After that, WXMI-TV termed a domestic situation. A few months later, the parents traveled to Indiana to drop off the son's possessions, but didn't include his massive porn collection. That aroused Charlie to file a police
Funny.
report
That aroused him.
about the trashed porn collection with
That's
the
some
Ottawa
good
County
reporting.
Sheriff's
Huffington Post.
But the prosecutor's office declined to file charges against his parents. A month after filing a police report, Charlie sent an email to his dad explaining his situation. Quotes, "If you had a problem with my belongings, you should have stated that at the time, and that would have gone elsewhere. Instead, you chose to keep quiet and behave vindictively," he said, according to ABC News. According to the lawsuit, his father responded saying he was doing his son a favor.
His dad has them all.
Quote,
His
quote,
dad has everything, I bet you.
Quote, "Believe it or not, one reason for why I destroyed your porn was for your own mental and emotional health," he said. "I would have done the same if I found a kilo of crack cocaine. Someday, I hope you will understand."
Not really the same thing. Crack and porn, apples and oranges, I guess.
I mean, to each their own, right?
Uh
I bet you the dad kept a few gems for himself.
huh.
Right? He probably kept the granny one. So yeah, that's our crazy news story.
So like I don't know, like it isn't. That's an impressive porn collection, but I think it's more impressive that he had it cataloged to where he knew like
Yeah, some of
It
the.
was it was straight off the old dome piece.
like even more impressive if it was right off the dome piece. But the fact that he had it all like itemized and like, look, I am missing 1,600 DVDs, 400 VHS,
And knew how
tapes,
much they cost. They
and
keep
knew
the
how much
fucking
they cost.
receipts.
Like
He knew this day would come.
there's gonna come a time when I will need this information.
I just wonder, like, how terrible do you have to be that you move back in with your parents and they're like, you gotta go.
Well, I'm assuming that the divorce was because of him.
Probably
and
in
his
his porn,
massive porn
addiction.
collection. His porn addiction. He's probably addicted to porn and sex.
People like what they like.
I mean, that's true, but porn is free.
That's true. That's still kind of dumb. But we don't know where he lives. Maybe he's not getting the internet connection that
That's true.
is required to
Maybe he's-
satisfy his lust.
Maybe like he's working with the same speeds that Junkyard is, so that you don't get shit.
My speeds are fantastic. Would you like me to run a speed test right now? I'll show you.
Oh, are you running a speed test through the Xfinity approved app?
No. Through the
The Xfinity companion app.
I'll even run it from your ex company server.
Oh man.
from your ex-employer's speed test server.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna like never use that server again. Fuck them.
What if it automatically
Oh.
picks it?
So it's funny because I think I told you guys this, but I'll tell our listeners this. So the previous company I worked for, I actually had a package delivered there a few days ago.
What, an accident or on purpose?
And it
was a bomb.
I get the I get the razors,
It was
Yeah.
his
the Fender
last.
razors, and they deliver them every 4 months.
Like, you ready to change it?
I forgot to change the address. I mean, I still have like friends that work there, and so she sent me a message like, "Hey, there's a package for you." I'm like, I don't remember ordering anything. I'm like, it's probably like, because sometimes the technicians or the people that work remote would send me like old equipment. They probably didn't know that I got fired. So I'm like, just check. It's probably like it could be like an old cell phone or a broken this. And they're like, oh, it says no, it's from Defender Razor. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, fuck, I forgot to change the address. I'm like, okay, I'll go pick it up.
I never heard of Defender. Is that like Dollar Shave Club?
It's kind of like that. They're really cheap. I think I pay like $4 for a pack of 4.
You're getting ripped off. Dollar Shave Club's $1.
You know what's cheaper?
No,
than
but
that?
the thing is like
Not shaving.
I actually have been shaving.
I see. It looks good.
So then you're getting ripped off even more.
I am
You're
getting ripped
paying
off even
more
more.
than $1, and you're not shaving.
But I'm gonna have to start because I gotta look presentable
okay.
when I start working. But no, it's called Defender Razor. I really like them. I wasn't a huge fan of Harry's. It's just I don't know, like the blades just weren't like eh. I mean, say what you will, Gillette is crazy overpriced,
It's super overpriced.
but they make some goddamn good blades. Like
But
if
it's-
you shave with a Mach 3 turbo and you shave with anything else, you will tell the difference.
But I feel like they do too much. You really need 5 blades.
Oh no, well, isn't there like are there 4 for the Gillette? Or are you thinking of the Schick 5 one? Because Schick does
Chick Quattro.
Because Schick does the one that's like, and they're way too close together, and I have like a thick beard, so like one stroke, and like I gotta like have like super high pressure water to get all the fucking.
Oh.
So anyway, so these are good because like there's 3 blades, they're spaced apart enough to where like they don't get fucking clogged, and they're easy to rinse, and anyway, and they're cheap. Well, anyway, I had that delivered there. I went to go pick it up. And I was talking to one of my friends that used to work in the knock department, and he was just joking. He's like, "Yeah, how's it going? Whatever." He's like, "Yeah, this place is falling apart." And I thought he was joking, but then later on, like, I'm in a group chat with some ex coworkers, and he's like, "Oh, I talked to such and such today. He says the place was falling apart. Whatever." He's like, "Yeah, he's not lying." He's like, they had 6 new people starting, and like they didn't have enough computers for them. They didn't have enough monitors. Nothing worked. Some of them couldn't even get into the building because they didn't program their key fobs correctly. So he was like, yeah, like I thought it was pretty hilarious. Like, did you do that on purpose? Was that like your last fuck you to like the company? I'm like, no, man. Like I knew about those new people before I was fired. So they had like more than a month to plan for this. That's just poor planning. That's just them not giving a fuck. So apparently the person that took over my responsibilities is not having a great time.
What if they call you and offer your job back again? What if they call you and offer you your job back?
I mean, there's no way I would take it because
What if they offered you more money than what you're getting paid now?
there's no way.
What if they did?
I can promise you that.
What if they gave you the other guy's job?
You know what? Honestly, I'm probably getting paid more than him now at this new
But
job.
what if they say, no, I'm going to pay you
If
more than
they
that?
no, because not only because the problem with that is like if they do say they will give you like more money than whatever your best offer you have right now is,
Right.
which is already like really good. But let's say they would. Theoretically, they'll never do it, but hypothetically, if they did, I would never take it because there's nowhere for me to move up.
Well, no, you'd be the boss.
No, I wouldn't. If I'm taking my old job back, I wouldn't be.
No,
the
no,
boss.
no. You're not technically like it'd be like a promotion. Like they fire that dude, and then they give you his
There's
job.
still nowhere to move up.
Well, that's well, yeah. There's no way to move up, but still, like that's
No, why would I do that if there's no room for growth?
because
Like,
you leave later.
but why would I put myself through that? Like, it makes no sense.
Because A, you get paid more. B,
it's
you
'cause
know everybody there.
no,
C, it's
the-
comfortable. D,
The juice.
you know
is-
everybody there.
The juice is not worth
It's
the
because
squeeze.
Junker wants the job that you just got. That's why he asked you
I don't.
every question.
I don't want his job. I'm happy for him. I don't want his job. A, I'm comfortable where I'm at. B, I know everybody there.
and,
C,
and that's why you'll never go anywhere.
But I mean, junkyard's job is pretty decent because like when you're like an employee, a district employee, like they take care of you.
I got mad benefits, bro.
Yeah.
Do you guys work Friday?
Aren't you getting like a
Well, I don't know about Tony because Tony technically hasn't started yet. Do
Don't
you work
you
Friday?
get like a pension?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Do you work Friday?
I don't know.
I don't. Do you work Monday? I don't. You know why? Easter.
The only thing that sucks about like about
4-day weekend, baby.
about employees like that is like you're like the base salary is decent, and like they don't really like you don't really make the money until you actually put in the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's worth it if you can get it. Like, yeah, the benefit because I applied for a position that was very similar to junkyards. It was just in a different district, and when they went over like all the benefits and everything, I'm like, they were really good benefits.
I'm there for the benefits, not for the pay necessarily.
Yeah, benefits are great. I mean, they're great for junkyard because he's married and wants to like
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, it's just me. So I'm like, yeah, the benefits are nice, but I'm like, it's just fucking me. And I haven't been to the doctor in like fucking 10 years. I'm probably dead inside already. Probably got failing organs. Who knows?
Probably have the measles.
Yeah, my girlfriend was like,
Probably got what is it, scurvy?
my girlfriend, she was like, yeah, you should set up an appointment with a doctor. I was like, I don't even know how you do that.
Your girlfriend went hard at you today and told you to get a fucking
Oh,
job.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. She didn't say get a job. She
Get a
said
better
she said,
job.
She said you need to worry about stabilizing your income,
Yeah.
and then talk about buying an arcade stick.
Yeah, she was in
She went hard.
she was in a trolling mood today. That was pretty funny. I told her that she's like, oh, I'll delete it. I was like, no. I was like, leave it. I thought it was funny, but just one day,
There will come a time.
I'm gonna come at your head, and I want you to have the same energy that you did today.
I want to see that same enthusiasm you showed when you were posting shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. All right, let's get to our gripes, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Since you guys did your gripes early, I want you to do another one.
All right, my gripe is shit that's expensive that has no business being expensive.
Like glasses.
Like
Lasers.
fucking glasses. There is no like raw materials are not that expensive. They should not be that expensive. Paper towels. Why the fuck are paper towels so much?
Because paper. They come from trees.
Yeah, there's plenty of fucking trees.
There's a finite amount of them.
Yeah.
You just plant more. Anyway, I still think they're overpriced. Toilet paper. The fuck?
Also paper.
But-
You're naming nothing but paper
But
products.
why? They should be a lot cheaper.
You know why? Because they know you need it. They'll never go out
The
of
more
business.
you need, the more it costs.
They'll never go out of business.
Nope.
That shit fucking. And since for the past month I've had to be extremely
Frugal.
frugal, I didn't realize how upset I would be at grocery shopping.
Bro, now you're balling out of control. So
Oh yeah, now I'm back to my old ways.
now you're gonna buy like a triple, four, or quadruple ply
Quadruple ply.
toilet paper when you only need single
Yeah.
ply.
Yep. I'm gonna get like 8 ply toilet paper. It's gonna be like this thick.
Use
It's like
one sheet.
It's
just
like the entire
It's gonna
roll.
be like cardboard.
the entire roll is gonna be only like 4 sheets. That's how thick it's gonna be.
So you're gonna
One
have
pull, you're gonna have all the toilet paper in your hand.
you're gonna have 8-ply toilet paper and 10 blade razors. You just,
It's gonna be like this long. I'm gonna shave like
yeah, you
He's
just
a
be
stroke, one stroke.
It's gonna take off all 4 layers of my skin.
Yeah, you're gonna be
One
bleeding out
stroke.
all over the place. But good thing you have 8-layered toilet paper to cover it up.
That's good. That's a good gripe. Kind of, sort of.
What's your gripe, Junker?
Hold on, we gotta go back to you.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Oh, I have another gripe. Fucking
Wow, look at Tony.
fucking ZQL. ZQL's supposed to like
What's equal?
put you to sleep.
That's a
NyQuil?
guy from Power Rangers.
So
Zed?
Zordon.
it's made by
Zordon.
NyQuil. It's made by NyQuil, and
Oh, so it's just for sleeping.
it's just for sleeping, and it's supposed to be like non-habit forming and
Right.
whatever some of the bullshit. So
Your ex-girlfriend, the same one that made me register to vote, couldn't go to sleep without NyQuil. FYI.
hey man, I should go. But I should do NyQuil instead of ZQL.
Why?
Well, because NyQuil actually has the whatever that drug is.
Codeine?
Acetaminophen?
No, it's something else. It's not codeine, but it's something that'll really like it'll make you drowsy.
Anyway, so what does ZQL have?
It's supposed to have melatonin.
Melanin.
Melanin?
Well, that's
melanin.
No, melanin is like
Oh, that's what
Melatonin is melatonin.
melatonin. Yeah, melatonin is melanin is like
Yeah, which is like the
Yeah.
dark spots on your skin.
That's what makes you ethnic. So I took it like took it day before yesterday, and it worked wonderfully. Like I took the actually I didn't want to I lost a little cap, so I'm kind of just winging the dosage.
They always do that though. You just drink straight from the bottle.
Yeah. So anyway, I took a swig, and like 20 minutes later, like I was already like
You were out.
I was like I wasn't out, but I was feeling sleepy. But it wasn't like I was like it was weird. Like it wasn't like a medicated feeling. Like I genuinely did feel like okay, like I need to go to sleep. So I'm like, oh, that was pretty good. That was awesome. Got a good night's sleep. So I'm like, oh, let me try it again today. This was last night. Took the old swig.
Are you trying to get back in your sleep schedule for work?
Yes. So took the old swig. Fucking nothing. It's like I took a shot of fucking energy, like a 5-hour energy. And it's not like I had a lot of caffeine before. I didn't actually have any caffeine that day, you know. And when I had dinner, it's not like I had like soda or anything with sugar. So I didn't have high amounts of sugar that day. I didn't have caffeine. And then I took it, and it's like it was a 5-hour energy. The complete opposite effect. It's like fucking 2 a.m. I'm just laying there like fucking eyes open. I'm like,
Just drink more.
no, I was pissed. I was already upset. I was like, fuck this shit. So I'm gonna need something stronger. Your coworkers, they got fired.
Oh, the Xanax.
I'm gonna need their information.
You
So anyway, ZQuil,
Hell no, motherfuckers.
I'm gonna give it
Wake
one
the
more chance
fuck
tonight.
up.
But
you should.
yesterday I was fucking.
My girlfriend, she has this lotion.
You were fucking your girlfriend?
I always do.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
What aren't I fucking? Anyways, my girlfriend, she gave me this. She has this thing called lavender. It's like lavender lotion or whatever, but it might have melatonin in there. And I remember once I was like, "Oh, I want to go to bed early tonight, but I can't sleep." She was like, "Oh, you want me to just rub it on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not gonna work.
Can you rub it on my dick? Is that what you said?
You will have the limpest dick in your life. You wouldn't be able to get it up at all." She rubbed it on me, and then like a half hour later, I was watching a movie or something, and all of a sudden I wake up. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "What happened?" I was like, "Did somebody drug me?" And I was trying to fight through it. I was like, "I'm gonna stay up," and I just kept on going to sleep. And finally, I was like, "I'm done."
Really?
You
And
should
I-
rub that shit on you every day.
And then I accused her of witchcraft.
Wait. So what is this?
Lavender.
It's just like lavender lotion or lavender oil or what?
I'll send you a picture of it when I get home or whatever.
Send
But
me a picture because
I've seen it at my job. It's like
that's gotta be
because
some.
they have a whole section.
I mean, for it to like really like get you like drowsy or I mean, for a man of your stature, it must be like concentrated, right?
I don't know what that word means, but I'm gonna assume yes.
It means that it is of high concentration.
Yeah. Like she rubbed it on my skin, like my face. Like you breathe it in and it goes through your pores and everything, and it just had me out like a light.
Okay, send me a picture
All right.
because I'm exploring other avenues because ZQuil is failing me hard as fuck. And then I looked up like what are like some of the best sleep aids, like not habit forming or not ones that are gonna make you fucking go crazy. Because you know Ambien makes you racist, according to Roseanne. So I didn't want to take Ambien. And ZQuil's always like on top of the list.
But you said it worked for you the first
It
time.
worked me
though.
for the first time. The second night, I could see maybe if it didn't work as well.
Maybe you built up an immunity already.
But the thing is, like, I think I would have been better off not taking anything. Like, I was completely like just awake.
Alert.
Yeah. So whatever. What's your gripe, Junkyard? Mine's that I can't sleep.
Yeah, Mamba's got another gripe, right?
My
Hell no,
gripe is that I sleep
motherfuckers.
too much.
Wake the fuck up.
I had a gripe, but I think I forgot it because since Tony had 2 gripes, I think I forgot my gripe. So I think I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Maybe next episode I'll have 2 gripes because I don't remember what my gripe was.
Okay.
It had something to do with something that happened recently. What was my gripe last week? Do you remember?
Fuck no. I don't remember what the fuck I said last week. You don't remember what you said?
Something that had something to do with something recently. Is that what
Yeah.
you just said?
That is very specific.
I don't know if it was something that had to do with work or with like a TV show or Facebook. It usually has something to do with Facebook.
Oh, speaking of that, I have a non-gripe. I have something I'm excited for.
So
Disney streaming.
like winner.
Winner, winner.
Winner, winner.
What is
Disney Plus,
Disney Plus? Yeah, yeah.
$6.99 a month,
It is pretty cheap,
or you can pay for the full year up front, and it's
72
like
bucks
70
or something.
bucks, so it's even cheaper.
but
But you get like
is it even
all
gonna
the
be worth
Disney
it?
movies.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
You get like
The Marvel show.
all the Marvel shows. You get
There's
a
Star Wars,
Yeah, but Marvel hasn't had a good track record of good shows besides like 2.
but you still get all the movies.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but you can just get those
You
other
thought
places.
The Flash was good.
Dude,
Flash is good.
I could watch Lilo and Stitch whenever I want.
That's a. I was
You can
somebody.
watch Lilo and
somebody
Stitch right
asked
now
me.
whenever
can
you
watch
want.
The Lion
Somebody
King
asked me
whenever
the
I
other
want.
day, "What's your favorite Disney movie?" And I was like, "I'm gonna have to say Lilo and Stitch."
Yeah.
And they were like, "That's so stupid." I'm like,
They're-
you've never seen it."
Fucking animals.
Yeah.
Who said that?
My boss.
Fucking idiot.
I quit.
you
put it. Yeah, I put it in my 2
You
weeks.
tendered your resignation.
Yeah, yeah.
My favorite Disney movie is
I would work for
either
a twat like that.
either Aladdin.
Are you right? Are you excited for the remake?
Yes,
You should be excited because, okay, if Aladdin's your favorite movie and you were dick
I didn't say
riding-
favorite movie. I said
and-
favorite Disney
Or
movie.
you did favorite Disney movie and you dick ride Will Smith, so
Well, no, actually, it's not true because I also liked Wreck-It Ralph,
I haven't seen the new one.
Big Hero 6. That was Disney, right?
I love Big Hero 6. That was good. I think Big Hero 6 was underrated.
Never actually seen it. I always wanted
Really?
to, but yeah,
Oh, it's really good.
it was always on
I
my
don't know.
list.
You ever play Kingdom Hearts, the new one?
No, I haven't played that one either, but
Oh.
I know it's a world on
You
there.
should.
right?
It's really good.
I don't know. It's if the old movies, the originals, is probably Aladdin. It's between Aladdin and possibly.
Well, I'm excited because I could watch all the episodes of Lizzie McGuire again.
Oh, they're gonna have the
All
Disney
the,
Channel show.
Yeah, all the shows, whatever.
I'm just gonna.
Is Boy Meets World gonna be on there? That wasn't on Disney Channel. It was on ABC.
I'm
It
just
was.
gonna watch.
But it was owned by Disney.
the Disney
So-
Channel
so
movies.
they might be on there. If Boys
The
Meets-
Simpsons are gonna be on there.
Wait, isn't Boy Meets World?
No,
in-
what do
on-
you-
oh, isn't Boy Meets World in Hulu right now?
Yeah, did you see what I posted?
Oh yeah, they bought Disney. Yeah,
yeah, it is on Hulu.
So then it should be because aren't they like? Isn't Hulu and Disney a lot of they like together? Because you can get a package where if you have Hulu, you get Disney like cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
If you do Hulu,
Didn't
and-
that include ESPN Plus?
there, yeah,
Because
Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney, like you can get a package for all of them.
because they're all under the Disney brand.
Yeah.
But Simpsons are gonna be no.
figured-
Hulu's owned by like Comcast and like NBC Universal.
That's weird. Then why would they offer a package for Hulu and? Because I did see that. I did see the.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let me look.
Look up Hulu
But
and Disney
like-
Plus promotion.
But anyway, what was I saying about? Yeah,
don't
Simpsons are gonna be on
Disney.
Disney now.
I forgot.
Disney
They're-
Plus. Hulu, Disney Plus.
Yeah.
No, there's gonna be a sale.
Right there. Look, Disney. It will likely bundle Disney Plus.
But that's if they
ESPN,
that's
and
if they
Hulu.
win the war, I guess.
Damn.
Says Disney inches closer to owning Hulu.
Oh, so that's
They don't own it. That's if they buy it.
So if they own it, then they're gonna bundle it.
Yeah,
with-
it says Hulu sale set stage. So who are they? Who's selling? I thought they owned it. Let's see. Hold on. AT&T leaves the streaming service in hands of rival media companies.
I think Netflix just swoop in
As
and
the
fuck them both away.
yeah, right, that would be crazy. As the streaming race between media companies heats up, battle lines are being drawn, and strategies are taking shape. Monday it saw a new development as AT&T announced selling its 9.5% stake. Oh, so it's only that percentage inherited as a part of its acquisition of Time Warner. But I'm pretty sure that Comcast owns a percentage of that already, so they probably just want the rest. Because I'm pretty sure Comcast owns like the
But I just thought it was weird that like it says right there that they're gonna like have a package where it's like Hulu and Disney Plus.
That's only
and
if they, yeah,
ESPN.
but they don't own it, so they would have to purchase it.
So whatever.
Anyway. So yeah, so that's it.
So
Well, I mean, I'm still getting it. I think it's worth it.
I was
$7
wrong.
I'm not getting it because it's not worth it.
I was wrong earlier about we're all working for Amazon. We're gonna all be working for Disney. What aren't they buying up?
They should buy DC.
No, it's owned by
Warner Brothers.
Warner
Then
Brothers.
they should buy Warner Brothers.
They can't afford it.
It's Disney.
But still, they can't afford it.
All they gotta do is release a few more Lion Kings. Boom.
Warner Brothers is like the next biggest.
Well, they should buy DC from Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers not gonna sell it.
They should.
Nah,
It's fucking trash.
nope. You obviously haven't watched Shazam.
I have not seen Shazam. but I have seen Doom Patrol, and that is amazing.
There you go.
It's a good show. Well, actually, I haven't watched it, but I've heard things.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Too many questions. There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, where in the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Mamba, my secretary has worked for me for 6 years, and I've fallen in love with her.
Nice.
Neither of us is married.
I don't see a problem.
There's a couple of problems, however.
Oh, there it is.
The first is she's half my age.
Don't see a problem.
The second, she's a great secretary, and I would never want to do anything to upset her. I have never said anything about how I feel.
Did he say that I fell in love or we fell in love?
I fell in love.
Ah, okay.
I've never said anything about how I feel, but I'm fairly certain she knows. I have never done anything as far as making advances towards her or making any type of inappropriate comments. However, I do know I am in love, and I'm finding it harder to concentrate and wonder what to do, which is why I'm writing you. Should I just leave it alone? Dazed and confused.
No, you should not. I say this because
I mean,
if you are important enough to have a secretary, then you are too important for her to say no to.
also, if you're important enough to have a secretary, you are also a prime target for a harassment lawsuit.
Exactly.
And if she is a great secretary, and if she's has half a brain, she can take it to the cleaners.
Yeah, that and like if you really like, good work is hard to come by. So like,
But
she's that
you
good-
you know what's harder to come by? Love.
Coochie.
that's not true.
Love is harder to come
You
by.
can get coochie from the $2.
That's true. You can.
whore
But
down
you
the
know what's
corner.
harder to come by than coochie?
But the thing is, like,
Love.
you don't know if she loves him back. What if she doesn't?
So here's what you got to do. You got to first of all, you got to fire her. Then once
but if
you
he fires her, she's gonna hate him.
hold on. You're gonna fire her. Because obviously, it's not gonna work if they're working together. It's just the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Too much of a risk. Harassment, HR, things can get messy. Fire her post haste. Once she's fired, then tell her how you feel about her. Tell her that you did it because you love her.
But
She
what
will
if,
see the grand gesture. Tell her you'll give her a great referral.
that sounds like a terrible idea. Because A, she's gonna hate him. B, she's gonna be like, well, what if she doesn't love him back? She'll be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Fuck you.
So then if she doesn't love him back, then all right, well, bye. She's fired anyway. Get a new secretary.
Well, why?
And one of the prerequisites is that she has to love me.
That's stupid as fuck.
Is that
What
how
if-
you got your job?
Huh?
Was that how you got your job?
Yes.
Why didn't she? Why wouldn't he just keep her and like not date her?
Because he's already in love with her.
He can love her from afar.
It's hard for him to concentrate.
Have you
His
never?
work is suffering.
Have you ever fell in love with someone who was unattainable?
I do it all the time.
Then, I don't see you
But
struggling.
none of them were my secretary.
Fine.
None of them could sue me.
Have you ever fallen in love with someone that's unattainable and works with you?
I don't see what the
Work
big
with
deal.
me, yes and yes, but they didn't work under me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, she works for you, sir. You have a certain amount of power that you can exploit. Now, what's the point of having power if you're not
It's not
going to
abused.
Because he like Tony said,
what
it can get messy.
So what he needs to do is like have some late nights, like, oh, we're gonna be working late Friday.
burning the midnight oil?
No, you need to just leave it alone. Swallow your feelings.
So see, that's terrible advice. Your advice is he should be just miserable. You're just telling this man
Find someone else.
There's
There's plenty of fish in the
be
sea.
miserable. You love her. Find someone else. So you're telling this man to be miserable. I am giving this man everything that he needs. He is by the end of the day, he's gonna walk away with this woman and be happy.
The heart
All he's gotta
wants
do
what
is
it's
fire
want.
her.
Your
Obviously,
wife
yeah.
lived in another country and you guys were related by blood. That's frowned upon.
She's first of all, we're not related by blood.
That's frowned upon in most places, but you persevered and now she's here.
And second of all, what if I fell in love with someone at work and I'm married?
It's not about you.
I know. I'm just saying, like, I
Well,
can't
then-
act on it. Just like him.
Do you have a
He can't-
secretary?
Well, the thing is,
No, I don't.
Of course,
Okay,
you can't
then.
act on it because you're married. He can't act on it because he just
Because she works for him.
because she works for him. So here's what he needs to do:
So don't act on it and leave it alone. Find someone else. Done.
fire her.
Don't fire her.
When you
she
fire,
will hate you.
When you fire her, she is obviously going to be in financial straits.
You're a terrible advice
So
giver.
that's where obviously I'm assuming he makes good money. That's where he comes in. Like, hey, I can help you out till you get back on your feet. You can stay with me for a while. I can write you a great recommendation letter.
And then you get her dependent.
Next thing you know, he's the guy that rescued her when she needed the most help.
But he's also the one that put her in that situation.
But he's the one that saved her.
That's stupid as fuck.
He redeems himself.
No.
See, our man here is a flawed character. He's a flawed hero. And he is the hero of this story, but he's a flawed hero. And
He's also the villain.
And in the story of the flawed hero, there's always a turning point, a point where the redemption. And the redemption comes in where he takes her in and he takes care of her while she's going through all this financial stress because he fired her. And at the same time, she's developing feelings for him.
This is terrible, terrible, terrible advice.
That is great advice because in the end, they're going to end up together.
No, they're not.
They don't work together. And if it doesn't work out between them, he's going to have another secretary. And rinse and repeat.
Hire one until they fall in love with you.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Well, that's my advice.
Anyway, terrible advice. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter @NewKidsInThePod. See us on Instagram, also @NewKidsInThePod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, Deezer, everywhere.
Oh, and we're going to set up a Profoundly for our page. We're
No.
going to try.
Oh, we'll see.
So you can send us. I mean, by the time you listen to this, you might have already seen it. If
Are you-
it's a,
Are you using one of your burner accounts to ask yourself questions?
no, I'm not.
Oh, he just set up. He
If
just
you
paid
really
some-
want to know, why don't you ask me on the app?
He just paid. He paid some of those, those Indians in India, like that you could pay him to just with all.
Oh,
the,
yeah,
So he
yeah.
paid them
No,
to send him a bunch of questions.
First of all, I paid Indians, Native Americans to do that. Okay, there's a difference.
Joke's on you. You're already paying him. It's called. It's called what the fuck is it called again? Reparations. Anyway, shoot us an email.
So we'll set that up. So
newkidsinthepod
so
at
all of our
gmail.com.
listeners can send us anonymous questions.
Newkidsinthepod at gmail.com.
I mean, if it's anything like they're sending me, all it is a bunch of are you gay? Do you
Yeah.
like dick? Do you take dick? Would you like? This is all. This is.
How does it make you feel to know that that's all?
It's got to be it's either one person trolling the shit out of me, or
it's many people
Or I don't
trolling.
understand why so many people have such a vested interest on my relation with phallus.
Because everybody can see right through you.
If they can see right through me, why are they asking?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, friend.
They want you to come out of the closet already.
Oh man,
They're pushing you little by little. What they're thinking you're gonna slip up and be like, yes, I do. I mean, no, I don't. No. But hey, man, it's 2019. It's cool.
yeah, we're all gender fluid.
Yeah, everybody's a little gender fluid.
I always make sure I answer clearly. The answer is no. I do not like men, but I am an avid supporter of the LGBTQIAPK community.
You know who else is an avid supporter of that?
Of what?
Andrew Yang, 2020. Anyway,
You're an avid supporter of what?
of the gay LGBTQIAPK community.
So is Pete Buttigieg.
Oh yeah, well he's gay. Leave us a voicemail 774-40-NKOTP.
We didn't get a comment from Hooded Dude.
We probably didn't get a YouTube episode last week because it got pulled.
It got pulled.
It got flagged.
No, there was a YouTube episode last week. Let me check. I don't think there is anything.
The
Though.
other thing is that it wasn't monetized, so sorry, Mama. We're not getting our cut from that episode.
Damn. Never get what's owed to me.
No, there's no new notifications. Sorry.
All right.
So anyway, all right, guys, we will check you out next week, right? Maybe I don't know. Ask Mamba.
The show.
Every time Mamba says full show, that means we're not. But hopefully we will. Tony will have a new job next week. Hopefully, right?
Yes.
So we will have more new work stories. That was quick for Tony. Tony's he's an up and comer.
One day you're in the breadlines. Next day you're in the headlines.
All right, we will check you out next week. Kissy. Oh no, in a world full of.
In a world full of gay robot truck drivers. Thank God for Andrew Yang.
Exactly. Andrew Yang 2020.
Make America Yang again.
Yep. All right. Kissies on your dicky.